Unless? Oh man. Okay, I think we're back. I stopped moving. We didn't go forward any more than... I entered this building and then... You guys were lost. Shafus, thank you for the tier 3 year resub. Welcome back. Glad you enjoy getting scammed once again. And also Brie Lexus, thank you for the 2 months. Yeah, the outside section, there was a sign and it said, now remembering Stanley gathering collectibles. That was pretty much all you missed. And then we came in here and there's this.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Yeah. Can get more.
And here was a second Stanlerine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember? Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything. Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Okay. Sounds right to me.
This was the 5th mini-Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so...
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else. And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like. And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh no!
Yes, I love that video.
I feel like the narrator is losing it a little bit.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one. This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this? Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
What came before the office?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley
the
really did
bucket.
make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You can hop on 433's desk. I don't believe you. Oh. Was there a point to that? Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay, I guess I have to restart.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message...
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yeah. You too will become quite unbearable.
I like it. It's probably a good stopping point, actually. I need to jump in game on GTA and get ready for the court case. So, I think I will do that. Try with the bucket. Alright, we'll do it with the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone? Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. Of hope and redemption,
Subs, thank
and
you
its
so much.
crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common
And
man,
gifted
to
subs.
manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more, There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of— No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like— My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless.
What have I
You've
done?
demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Oh no. I gotta...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
Okay. I feel better now. I have my bucket. Okay. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna back out of this. Yes, it will be a good time to get up and stretch. It will be. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's a very, very fun game. I'm sure there's still stuff that I haven't seen. Plenty of things, but for now, I have to go do some stuff in GTA, so I'm booting up that. I think I'm gonna get up and walk around while I have a second, and then we'll just get back into it. So I will be right back, and I'll see you guys in a second. am here. I am returned. Uh-oh. Perhaps this was not the best place to wake up. I know you guys can't see. Hold on. Hold on. Why? Why? Actually, why? Leave me alone. Why, though? Hmm. Glad you guys can't see what I just saw. Sorry. You know what it was? I don't know. Guess maybe I shouldn't do this yet. I know you can't see. Hold on. Just hold on. Relax. Relax. You're okay. You'll be alright. I promise. Hold steady, chat. You'll be okay. Continue holding. I know it's not the same. I... Okay. You know, sometimes you run across things that you don't understand when you are ghosting around the server. I will be entirely honest with you guys. I saw someone... I saw someone in an alien outfit and a backpack, like a parachute backpack, run into Beaver Bush just now. And I don't know what to make of that. Genuinely. Oh, what is this? Cause for concern, perhaps? I don't like that. Okay, well, Oh, we'll just have to live with that. Okay, sorry about this, chat. I'm working some things out here. I have concerns. You'll see momentarily.
Bubblegum fights on the third floor. Comedy specials at 8. Fishing rod and a quiet fear that what I caught wouldn't be big enough for you and I and say I did great. And all of these moments they add up to something that feels so big. And all that I'm left with's a dry throat. I lose my head when you call me up and ask if I'm doing okay. Was it easier when I was younger? Did the ones I strikes, will we mend up? Come together to say our goodbyes, or will we stay apart and leave it all unsaid? Was it easier when we were younger? Did the ones we love, they seem rosier? Or was it all a trick we played on each other?
Hello. Tessa?
Hello?
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now.
Hi, Matt.
How's it going?
It's going alright. I saw that I got called.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's alright. I mean, I don't mind. I just hope that I don't mess anything up for you.
Nope. There isn't anything you can say or do that's gonna mess anything up for me. I should be fine in the event where I'm not. The reality is, do I care? No, because morally things sit well with me. With what I did.
Okay.
So if you want to come up to Toledo PD, Bill should be arriving soon. Cleo's on the way as well. We're just gonna sort of briefly
Okay.
discuss what's going on for the court case, which is in an hour and 15 or so minutes.
Alright. I will be there as soon as possible.
Sounds good. See you soon.
Bye, Matt.
Bye.
That was good timing. I want to make something clear, though. This was not me. And additionally, I don't know whose this is. It looks a bit like Kiki's bike, maybe? Like, I don't know. Alright. Oh, thank you. Let me turn that off. Gotta head up to Toledo PD. Probably should get food as well. I thought I could jump off of that, but no. Just immediately got stuck. So, chat, before we get into all this court stuff and things, I want to make it very clear that I don't want to see anybody hop into any other channels or being a bully to anyone in any way, shape, or form. Tessa might be upset by things, but I am not. Okay? Me, Nakkida, the streamer. Okay? Are we clear on that? Okay. Well, yeah, except, you know, Mantis and Penta, they're both extremely toxic and they probably need to be removed from the server permanently. Just because I don't personally like them and I think my personal feelings should be validated. But you know, that's me and my feelings. But you know, it's all RP. Oh, I need to clock in. Here, now you guys get to see what I saw earlier. Yeah. I think the bun we gotta stick with. Why is it always Mirror Park? What is going on in Mirror Park lately? Is the alien still there? I don't know. They might have run off. Is this outfit okay? Let's go to Sandy. Okay. Yes, Sandy, so that I can take the Hunter Superhighway to Polito. Silly goose. Is there a bucket in NoPixel? I had a bucket in 2.0 actually. There is an item that is a bucket. Wayward's Joker character gave it to me. Oh yeah, there is a sandcastle bucket. No, we never did find out about that. It was not me though, I swear. Ooh.
Moreover, the questions that they're going to ask me, because I'm okay answering whatever question. However, I have a
Hey,
feeling
Tessa.
that they're going to ask for some form of narrative or go on a question that requires a narrative and more context, either previous or like that are outside of the questions you've already sent to me. And that's going to then be a conflict in the overall case in which I'm going to, go for
Well, yeah.
criminal charges rather
Here's
than
the thing.
civil.
Well, here's the thing. Let's not forget the charges you're looking at. You're looking at attempted murder, right? Which is the primary charge, and what, resisting arrest.
I don't. I
The
can't.
the
Yeah.
only thing you're gonna really be able to appeal there is like the resisting or the small charges in the grand scheme of things.
I'm not appealing my charges. I want them to have charges. I want to go for their badges.
Yeah, she's
Trust
worried,
me,
and
that is
she's
the
worried
entire
that
purpose behind having witnesses, because internal affairs can only take people's badges under a couple conditions, one of which is perjury. Now, you can't really plead the fifth in a civil case, which is
Right.
why I'm pushing for the civil case. Then I'm likely going to push a civil case against Copperton for an additional civil case to try to get more information. I don't give a flying fuck about whether or not they actually defamed me. I just want more info on the record.
Speaking of
Then
which, do you like how I
ultimately,
wrote
I
that?
want, yeah, I saw that. Ultimately, I want to push charges against the individuals involved.
Mm-hmm.
But I can only do that if I have something to go on. Because you know as well as I
Oh
do
my
that if
god.
all of them go up there
Queso,
and say, I don't recall,
Queso
or that
Commander, thank
never
you for the 10
happened,
gifted, by the way.
unfortunately, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
I just
And
noticed.
all
I'm
of them
sorry.
can plead the fifth.
You almost got
If
away
all of
with
them
it.
plead the fifth and all they have is you stating one thing, then what?
Yeah.
The other thing too is just
Yeah,
make sure you give me enough time after they answer a question
of course.
so
I
that
would
I can
just.
object.
It's ready. I want to let you. Not ready. Jesus fucking Christ. Rose, I want to let you know of an individual who keeps sending me text messages. Gable. He's SCSO and IA and has been trying to reach out to me, and I have blatantly been like, I do not trust you. I don't feel safe around you. And he
That,
asked
Is
that's
me
that
a
the one
because
where
he's
he
whole.
tried to kill
SCSO?
me.
Yeah, because he's SCSO. I do not
Okay.
trust anyone within that department. I don't care if he's IA or not. I already told him I'm happy to speak with Marcel King, which I somewhat have been, but not with him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
Can I actually ask you a question? Because I want clarification.
Sure.
So I'm just going to sort of TLDR the events here. On one day, you get waterboarded by Toretti, Cody Sharp, and someone else.
Mm-hmm.
The following day, you stab Toretti, you get shot. You go to the hospital, you're in cuffs, you're searched, your shit's taken, you get put in a car. Do you then get unhandcuffed and forced up the oil rig, or do you get
Yes.
forced up? Okay. So you're unhandcuffed and forced up the oil rig. Was that at gunpoint?
Yes, he never aimed the weapon, but he took it out and he held it by his side.
And what did he say exactly?
So I said, he was like, climb the ladder. I said, no. And then he pulled out the weapon. He said, climb the ladder. And then I faced the ladder and started climbing it.
Okay. And then he went up there with you,
Yes.
and then he shoved you off.
Yes, as soon as
How long were the officers on scene, like Toretti, Fingal, and
Mhm.
Svensson? How long were they there before you were pushed off?
They arrived as soon as he shoved me off. Like, so
Okay.
they arrived, and then like 2 seconds later he pushed me off the oil rig.
Okay. And then to go further from there, you then run
Yep.
in
hid
fear
a
of your
bush.
life. You hid in a
Mhm.
bush. You then get shot down. Again,
So
completely unarmed at this point.
they found me in the bush. They hit me with their car as they were going through the bush. I started to run. Fingal got out of the car as Svensson was driving it. Fingal pulled out his taser. I punched Fingal. So I was like, I need to get the fuck away from here.
What's
And
happening in Mirror Park? Why?
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, good lord.
And then,
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
I don't
fine.
want to talk about it.
It's just because there's two radios nearby.
yeah,
each
and
other,
then
you know?
yeah, he went. So Fingal pulled out his taser. I punched Fingal, and then Svensson immediately with a PD Glock shot me multiple times until I was down, and then I was cuffed, and Fingal tased me while I
Why?
was cuffed and down. And then
Okay.
Like,
Then
why?
you get put in the car, or you get medical attention.
John arrived, ran me over multiple times with the
That looks
Charger that he was
delightful.
driving by himself.
That looks like something I
And
really
then,
want to be a part of.
also, what's the fucking word? He wrapped his engine, so the sand, like right by my face, he wrapped the engine, so all the sand on the dirt just hit my face and everything. I could barely breathe, and then
Did he just rev the engine, or did he spin the tires?
he
Sort of did like a burnout,
yeah, he did a burnout.
but
That's what
on
it is.
sand. Okay.
Yeah, and then he got out of the car, kicked me, and then I think EMS saw him kick me, but I could be mistaken. But obviously, we can't add any more witnesses, but that can come with the later court
Well,
case.
you say that, right? But
Yeah.
you could definitely have your day in court with him and sue him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, today's not really about the whole incident with you. It's more so about what happened at the STSO with Matt.
But we're going to try to squeeze in as much as we can, because the
Okay.
more information they say on the stand today, the more we have to
I
go
have the
on for
medical
the next
report.
case.
I have a medical report.
God damn it. We can't use that.
It
Can't
That's
use
good
it.
though
it
for
does
you to
it
give to
doesn't
Murphy.
matter. It doesn't matter, because the important part is that you will have some, based on the stuff that's going to be said today from the officers on scene, about what occurred, and then you have something to go on for your court case when you have your civil case.
Yeah, like I'm happy to help in any shape or form, way, whatever I can. I just hope it's the same way when it comes to my court case.
If you're asking whether or not I will be present, yes, 100%.
Okay.
Samesies.
Thank you.
Me too.
Just to recap, we're gonna go through the theft from you as probable cause for roads to search. We're gonna go with all of Copperton's prior history leading up to the word we can't say, which is suspension.
Yeah.
From there, that's going to lead into the, oh my god, he has a class 2 on him that he doesn't have authorization for. So we're trying to get
he
as
was carrying
much
a scar
ground.
for the entire day. He's not authorized for that, and driving a charger without authorization as well.
So really quick, because we didn't get to finish, I just want to make sure that we get everything. Waterboard. Next day, you stab Toretti, you get shot. You go to the hospital. You're put in cuffs. You have your shit's taken from you, including your animals, correct? At
Yep.
that point. Then you get loaded up into the back of a vehicle, brought to the oil rig, forced out of the car, unhandcuffed, told to climb. You say no. He pulls out a gun, so you do it. He then goes up there with you and then shoves you off as Toretti, Svensson, and Fingal arrive. At this point, you run for your life. You hide in a bush. You get run over. They then realize that they ran you over, and they shoot you down. You're placed in cuffs, and then Copperton runs you over again. Is that correct?
Yes. He ran me over multiple times, maybe 3 to 4 times.
Okay. And that was after you were in cuffs?
I was in cuffs and I was down bleeding.
Okay. So you then eventually get transported to the hospital, and that's when me and Tessa arrive.
Yep.
You are essentially pleading for your life, saying that you'll have anyone else process you other than Toretti, Svensson, Fingal, and Copperton. We then, or not we, but Tessa starts asking you questions, and Copperton takes you, then brings you to Sandy Shores PD. Can you explain what happened there? Did he unhandcuff you in the cell while he was in there?
Yes. So he put me in the cell. He uncuffed me whilst being in the cell, and then I punched him, and then he shot me multiple times.
Okay. And that's when you went back to the hospital. You then brought me to where the oil rig was, and we tried to gather evidence.
Yes.
Okay. Well, for context, while that was all happening, I went to after I suspended him, he drove to Sandy Shores PD. I then he was there with Svensson. Svensson was telling him that he shouldn't answer my questions, despite the fact that it was directly in relation to whether or not he had evidence on his person about the case at hand. He didn't want to answer anything. He was off duty and had a firearm on his person, so I told him he was being placed under arrest.
Gariel, thank you for the 12
I told him it
months.
was for the
Welcome back.
possession. However, I did search his person. I didn't take the firearm. Svensson made a good point, and that there's no legislation allowing the police department to carry a class 2. There's no exception. So we could technically arrest anyone. At least I don't think there's an exception. And, well, that exception is sort of implied. But either way, that's neither here nor there. When that occurred, I also realized he had your shank. I then realized he did not have
He took my phone too.
the animals. I don't know if he had that either. He didn't have the animals. I checked everywhere I could. And then I ultimately released him. But Bill here has a genius idea. right? When someone is going in for, let's say, witness tampering, or no, not witness tampering, drug trafficking, what do? We place them under arrest. They're in the cell. We tell them they're being charged with something, and then what? We release them until they have their day in court.
Yep. Catch and release.
I honestly don't see how we're not gonna win this one.
Let's be fair. This is
Well,
my first major case in like a year and a half.
It doesn't matter. You'll be fine.
There is always a chance that it might not go our way. So I don't want us to go into this thinking that, you know, it's a solid win. We can do what we can, but if we lose, it doesn't mean anything for your appeal, Cleo.
It literally means nothing for your appeal.
I just want you to know that ahead of time, okay?
This is solely my search against John Copperton. That's
what I'm trying to focus on. I mean, I'm gonna be entirely honest with you guys. I mean, we're all fucking human here, so you can understand. And also the fact that I'm a very overly sensitive fucking person as it is. But this is going to be extremely, extremely, extremely stressful for me.
Well, you'll get through it, and we'll be there.
You will.
And, you know, they're gonna try to antagonize you. The best thing I can recommend is, we fight them with the truth, because that is the biggest weapon that we have against them.
And I can't stress this enough. Do not worry about me. It does not matter if it is determined that I've violated someone's right. None of that matters, okay? I will pay whatever fine it is. That is on me, and it has nothing to do with you. But I do need you to understand that when it comes to me pushing a charge, and this is going to be a large portion of sort of our defense, if you will. When we push a charge on the basis of probable cause, it is not our job to determine whether or not they're guilty. That's the job of a judge. So when I believe I have probable cause to do something and I act on that, that's all I need. It's then for a judge to determine if that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're treating this as like, let's say John Copper wasn't a cop. If you're treating it like this all just makes sense to me. Of course, it's fucking PC. Like,
I believe there's PC.
I believe there's PC too.
So, you know, based on the witness testimony that I received from you in regards to the pets being on his possession or having been taken from him, that's what we're gonna go with. The fact that I placed him under arrest, I technically have 60 days to push the charge, catch and release. I do as I want. In regards to that, that's what we're going with, which should legally justify the search.
Were you able to get a hold of someone for moral support, Miss Shaw?
Nancy Drew will be there, 100%.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure you're not alone.
I appreciate that.
Mr. Shaw, the other thing is can you warn our esteemed park ranger of certain things, please?
Huh?
Wait, what?
Can you let Miss Lamb know about certain plans?
What me?
No.
Roads.
Are you talking about the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what thing we got? What is it? Tell me.
Come over here. You're not gonna like it, but I think it has to happen for the better good.
What?
If she doesn't go up there and sound emotional and pretty much cry, he's probably gonna make her.
Okay.
Something to the extent of, why do you care? They're just animals.
Oh my god. Wait, we're gonna ask her that?
No, he is. It's not even a question. Well, I mean, he probably won't even phrase it as a question. He's just going to say it. Why do you care so much about a frog and a chicken?
Okay, I don't know if setting off the time bomb that is Cleo on purpose is a very good idea, but I guess there's like a controlled burn, you know, like she's gonna light on fire anyway, so we might as well contain it.
True. Like I said, this civil case, the outcome is irrelevant. If we can start extracting information before we push these charges and all they do is plead the fifth, we're going to get the most information out of them in civil cases. I don't care if that means I have to countersue for defamation. I don't care if that means Cleo has to sue. I don't care if that means I then have to sue for emotional distress. I don't care. I will take them to court over and over and over again until we get all the information we need.
All right.
Because you know damn well they're going to plead the fifth on the stand if we push charges. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up in regards to that.
Okay.
No, we're not monsters. Yes, it is strategic. She'll probably be crying beforehand, so it might not be needed.
I mean, do you want to give her a heads up? I mean,
I want it to be genuine.
I really think she's already going to be emotional on this. I don't know if we have to agitate her further.
I guess
That's
we'll
up
find
to
out.
you, though. I mean, I guess I kind of wish she hadn't told me, to be honest.
Well, now you know.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. She's probably going to be crying on the second question after you ask what her name is.
Yeah.
Wait, is she gone?
No,
oh, no.
She's just making a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told her about the...
Okay.
They're just animals.
I just really
how much
want to offend anyone.
Mr. Mace, how much experience do you have with Cleo Shaw?
Well, I mean, honestly, the only experience I have with her is telling dad jokes to each other when I worked at Mission Row while she was still a cadet.
Okay. You're in for a wild ride. If you think that you are gonna have to make her cry on the stand.
Rhodes was the one who told me to do it.
I'm mad! Jesus Christ!
Hold on. It was your suggestion, Bill.
Oh my god.
No, you said we really need her to have the waterworks going on.
Okay, well she absolutely will.
And after you ask her what her name is on the stand, I'm sure she'll be crying already.
Well, you didn't tell me that part when I came up with my plan.
She is incredibly sensitive.
Okay.
So maybe hold back on that kind of stuff. Just kind of ease into that.
We'll see how it goes, yeah.
Just remember, the whole purpose of her going up there is to state her side, to force them to sort of defend those actions.
And I think that kind of stuff will come out naturally anyway.
True.
Like if you ask her what the relevance the animals have to her are, she would definitely tell you.
Yeah, price someone gave them to her or something like that?
Yeah, they are very close and they have a lot of meaning to her and a connection to her that's deeper than just, you know, some animal that she's got.
Just, it was a chicken and a frog, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I made the mistake of telling her, well, I work at Pleadle Pets. I'll just get you another chicken and a frog the other night. So,
okay.
But, yeah.
It's not the same.
No, no.
Do you have
God,
medical
no.
insurance?
She made that clear. What?
Just wondering.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Just wondering.
What are you gonna do to me?
I'm not gonna do nothing to you.
Don't underestimate an over emotional Cleo Shaw.
I'll throw Midol and chocolate at her.
Either way,
Jesus
listen,
Christ.
there's two things we primarily got going on. One, justifying the search, the illegal firearm on his person, and the fact that he had evidence. So those are the two things that we really need to hit hard on. Cleo telling me that John Copperton took her stuff, including her 2 pets, and the I can't remember exactly if she told me that he took the knife, but obviously I'm going to mention that. Considering he was in possession of evidence after he'd been suspended and had already been in the armory and had the opportunity to put the stuff away, but did.
Did he still have evidence on him when he was leaving?
He had the shank on him.
Okay.
So that's why we're going for a 2-part thing. Number 1, I'm going to argue PC on the basis of witness testimony from Cleo Shaw indicating that he was in possession of it. Alongside the arrest. Catch and release. But they're going to argue, well, why didn't you take the gun? And I'm going to say,
He
you know,
misinterpreted
after
the law.
I did misinterpret the law because it does indicate you could be an off-duty cop. But is he off-duty if he's suspended? Is he still a cop if he's suspended?
Okay.
How does that work?
Oh, that's easy. Can he drive around a patrol car and arrest people?
No.
So he's off duty.
Yeah, but you're not off-duty as a cop right now. You're just not a cop. I guess what I'm asking is, if you cannot freely sign in as a cop because you are given some form of punishment, are you still just off duty, or is it more than that?
Because you're not dismissed, you're not fired, right? So there's an expected return.
Yeah. So I'll openly admit there's a misinterpretation of the law. Though, again, I think any reasonable officer could make that mistake. I don't think it's an unreasonable thing to do. But in saying that, I think the primary one there, the important bit, is PC on the basis of witness testimony indicating he was in possession of evidence and he was no longer, sort of part of it because he was suspended.
So I also cleared it up with Judge Mike this morning.
What happened?
You are allowed to say, I cannot answer that question due to an ongoing investigation in civil court. You cannot be forced to testify about a current investigation.
Isn't that going to be a 2-part thing, though? If I start that, I'm letting them know
Onumi,
that.
thank you for the prime.
Well,
welcome.
I mean, Swenson already told him that there's criminal charges going to be laid. I really wish you had been at the pre-trial.
Who was there?
His whole legal team. And
who's his legal team? How many people are in that team?
3, 4.
I think we
Loophole, William Stout, Charity Damos or something like that, and someone else.
Now, I do need to make another thing clear. I answer questions. If they ask the wrong question, they're going to get the wrong answer. Now, that might seem like I'm perjuring myself, but I'm not.
Yeah, no, I know.
I can't make that clear enough.
You know what?
I will
Just
never
have as
perjure
much fun as
myself.
you want.
Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I have standards, unlike the SDSO.
Is she sure that it wasn't Bass who waterboarded her? Like, just
the what?
Yes,
with the
she's sure.
Okay.
All right. Should we get Cleo back in here and just openly discuss sort of the flow of what's going to go on?
Hey, you can go talk to them if you want.
Okay.
Hey, Team Mama. I got
What's
a
going
question
on?
for you that's super rando.
Okay.
Do you happen to have any empty wine bottles?
Empty wine bottles.
Yeah.
I know I have a wine glass.
That's what I want. Glass.
Why do you need it?
I need it because I have my own wine barrel, and I can't pour wine unless I have empty wine glasses. And so I've thrown all of mine away. But I'll buy it off you if you want.
All right. I think it might still have wine in it.
That's okay. I'll drink it.
Okay.
I really need it. Like
What?
Like if I could meet you at your house and take it from you like right now, that would be fantastic.
You'd probably have to come up to Polito PD actually.
That's fine. I will come.
I have
to
a court
Polito
case
PD.
with Matt shortly. Cleo's up here too, by the way.
Yeah, don't mention anything about it.
Why?
Because.
Why are you being all weird?
Why are you being weird?
I don't know. You're just being weird.
Listen, T-Mama, I just need this.
You're not gonna get.
I'll grab it from you.
You're not gonna get really wasted, are you?
No, Jesus, I'm not gonna get any really wasted.
Wait,
Wait, do I
you
have
said
any?
you have a wine barrel.
Yeah, I have a wine barrel. That doesn't mean I'm a fucking alcoholic, Tessa. Jesus.
Okay, I mean.
I just need the wine for a special occasion.
Sometimes. All right. Well, I'll see if I can grab something.
What do you mean something?
I might have more than one. I don't know.
Oh God, I should have come in here. There's just memory lane.
Huh?
Oh God. All right, you might have more than one. I'll be there faster than you can. Then you could rush a marriage and divorce arc with Kiki. Please don't.
No.
Kiki's fucking amazing.
I know.
I had a really good talk with her today for like an hour.
That's good.
We sat on the roof of the sheriff's office, whatever you want to call it.
I think people are leaving here. Hold on. Cleo, where are we going?
I'm coming, Tessa.
Food?
And then we're probably just up there. You want to come?
Where are we getting food at?
I have no idea. Probably burger shop.
Michelle,
Burger
you
Shop?
can either ride with them or me. It's up to you.
You want me to meet you at Burger
Can you
Shot
meet us
instead?
at Burger Shot then?
Yes, I can.
All
also,
right.
Scruffy says, "Hey yo, what it smell like?"
I'm gonna write it
I'm
down
not
if
gonna
that's
answer that
okay.
question. I
I
don't know what it
what he
means.
means by that.
All right.
Anyways,
We'll meet you at Burger
super
Shot.
weird. Okay, I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye. Bryce is gonna meet us at Burger Shot, okay? It's
sorry.
just
Pull
for a
over,
second.
Pull over.
It's
pull
just
over.
for a
I'm
second,
sorry,
Cleo.
I have to answer this call. I'm sorry.
All right.
Hey.
Are they not on good terms? Or is that
Well-
just an unrelated thing that you thought?
I think they might be having an issue.
It's not because of the pets, is it?
No.
Okay. All right.
Thought I had an empty one somewhere, but I don't know if I do.
Bill, you can go ahead of me and we'll catch up. Don't worry.
I have a bucket.
That van looks ridiculous. You know, I hope we did the right thing. No, I don't hope we did the right thing.
You having second thoughts?
No, not at all. I typically say this very often when people say, why'd you do this? And I typically hit them with, if given the same information, if being privy to the same information that I had when I made that choice, I'd do it again. And same thing applies here.
And just letting you know, I probably won't see you until at the court case. We're just gonna grab all that stuff and probably continue to prep. Alright, you stay safe. Text
still on
me
the
if you
phone.
need me. Alright. Wow. I did take a shit in there, remember?
The heck?
I'm sorry, what?
Okay. I appreciate you. Bye.
Cleo, I hate to break it.
Uh-huh.
You can't be saying that.
I know. I have IBS.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, in this day and age,
Why?
especially as of
Why?
very recent, you shouldn't be
Why?
saying that.
What, that I needed to take a shit? I did take a shit?
Okay, all right.
What's wrong with saying that you took a shit? I took a shit in Nancy's house.
Okay.
What's wrong with this?
I'm not necessarily
You
saying there's
used the
anything.
toilet, right?
Yes, of course I used the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay. All right. Just clarify that next time, please.
I'm so confused right now.
I just don't want people calling you like Cleo turd or anything.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, it's like anyways. Where the hell is Bill? How have we not caught him yet?
Probably because he drives like a maniac.
You know I want to recruit him to the police department.
You do?
Yep, sure do.
That is brave.
Hey, sorry if my
Brave.
tweet sounded
You see the
harsh,
people
right?
the SDSO are recruiting? I think it's
Actually,
safe.
you know, you got a point.
Okay. Alright. Thanks, I have court.
Just wanted to
Hey.
clarify, I
Oh,
made
that
no
was
inquiries
terrible.
about any smells.
What the
That is
fuck?
not what I said.
Okay.
I said to ask what is
Oh,
up, and
right.
I just wanted to clarify.
Okay, thank you, Scruffy. I appreciate the clarification. I'll see you
'Cause
in
I
just a
don't-
minute, okay?
Okay. See
All
you
right.
then.
Bye-bye.
I think we found him. All right. With Bill.
What the heck is he doing? You see, this is why we couldn't catch up to him.
That is tame in
Maniac.
comparison to throwing someone off an oil pump. You know, sometimes you need to just demolish the little things in the middle of the road. Nothing wrong with that.
Why is Bryce coming?
He needed to pick something up from me,
Okay.
but I don't think he'll be staying. He seemed like he was in a rush. Is it a problem or?
No, we're all adults here.
Okay.
It's just a bit, I don't know.
I let him know that you would be there, and I figured I'd let you know that he would be there. So
Thanks, Tessa.
Who's that in the Reliant Rock?
Thank you, sir.
No, oh, that's Scruffy.
What?
Yeah, Scruffy's in the Reliant Robin.
what are you ding dongs doing?
Stealing a car?
I don't steal cars.
I'm not a ding dong. I'm more of a Twinkie.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thanks, T-Mama. I don't care what Scruffy says about your hat. I like it.
Why you keep putting
I'm
words
actually
in
super
Scruffy's
nice to-
mouth?
I'm actually super nice to Tessa.
He is. He might be a manslaughterer, but he is a nice guy. Okay, I'm sorry, Scruffy. I'm sorry.
Four times back to back, uncaught manslaughter champion. What did I say,
Jesus
bro?
Christ, Scruffy.
Back to back.
I don't ever want to know about those.
Hey,
We'll see you guys later, okay?
Yeah, I'll be out of the court case.
All right. You okay?
No, but it's whatever.
All right.
Yeah. I'm tired.
2 times veggie, 2 times McRib, 800 plus tax, please swipe.
Damn it! I realized what you just did.
What?
I want to buy food for Tessa.
I already did.
Oh,
I
son of a bitch.
realized what you just did.
You shouldn't have slipped that by.
The heck?
Ben.
It's for them. They get a
Who's buying
discount.
stuff for
day, good
me?
day.
Oh, it's fine. I was trying to be nice.
You got
I
you
sure
the
hope it's vegetarian.
veggie. Yeah, you got you the
Alright, 2
veggie.
salad meals and 2 McRib right there on the tray for you.
Next customer, please. On the left, actually. Better there.
Oh.
Hi, I can help you.
I would like a Heartstopper combo.
I appreciate it.
problem.
What's a Hopsadoodle?
We're currently out of the Hopsadoodle. We don't have any leavening to make them. I do apologize. It's a breakfast
That's
sandwich,
okay,
though,
it's
for
all
future
right.
reference.
Where's the other veggie?
If I was you, go for like one of the.
You guys need some leavening?
You know, I'll take them. I'll take 2 Heartstopper combos and 2 money shot combos.
There you go.
Don't forget that.
Oh my goodness.
It is a 50% discount.
Maybe not.
This is a lot, Bill.
Well, I got you 2 meals,
Hi,
and I'm not
Tessa.
sure what comes in
Yeah,
veggie
we're out of
meals,
leavening.
so.
Absolutely.
Hello, Barbara.
We could use it.
How have you been, Tessa?
I'll go
I'm
get
fine.
Thank you.
Doing good?
Yes.
You look really nice today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You look
Hey, Tessa, can I talk to you for a sec in the corner?
Yeah.
So
All
you
right.
said 2 Heartstoppers, 2 money shots, right?
Oh my God.
Hi, yeah.
Thank you.
It's on the tray for you. Don't be worried.
You're
Barbara
very
is a foul
welcome.
temptress. She always flirts with me when she sees me, and I don't like it.
You should. Do you want me to talk to her or to cut it out?
I
Without
don't
being
know.
aggressive or anything like that? Because I'll do that.
I
for
don't
you.
know. I told Kiki about her, and I said she's not gonna tempt me into anything.
Wait, are you public? You're public about Kiki and me, right?
Yeah. But she said something about making Kiki disappear.
Oh my God, Tessa,
Yeah.
your girlfriend. She's fucking great, dude.
Wait, what? Who?
Yeah, my girlfriend is great.
She's always by my
Kiki.
side. We did voluntary I did voluntary EMS
Kiki
and hung out with
Chanel?
her. Kiki,
No.
Oh my-
no.
Oh my.
Blech.
Wait, who? I was about to gag.
Kiki
Oh my-
Pendragon.
Oh, EMS.
I love Kiki and Tessa
Yes,
as the
no.
perfect relationship duo. Oh my God. They are so sweet together.
Oh, she just texted me.
Okay, she walked out.
I'll be in the car when you guys are ready. No rush.
Thank you,
Was
Cleo.
that good?
Yes, that was good.
All right, you got everything.
She
you need?
sent me an "I love you" text just right now.
Oh. You tell her I love you. I love her too.
My bad.
She wants to come. You can come. I'll call her.
I let her know we're gonna be in court in 30 minutes.
Okay. I'll call her and tell her.
Okay.
Hey, lovely. If you want to come to see if we can make.
Oops.
Very lovely.
Have a good day, Tessa.
You too.
She has a girlfriend.
Stop flirting with cops.
Did you get your stuff with Bryce figured out?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
It's fine. All right, Kiki, you text me, call me, whatever you need, okay? I don't answer is because I'm in City Hall. Very lovely.
Just a reminder, if you need to make any phone calls, make sure you do so before entering the courthouse, because they will swipe your phone from you.
Yeah, no, Bryce called me. Hello, Cleoshaw. No, we've just arrived in City Hall. Okay.
You think he realizes it's not where you park a motorcycle?
Probably not.
He's got a class 2. He's got to be a good guy, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, well, we tried. Remember, hat off in the courtroom, or we might get yelled at.
Okay.
It all depends on the judge. Some are very firm on that. Sounds like an F1 car.
I don't think that's a legal class 2.
Bryce is gonna give me something and...
Are you sure? Looks
Is
like
it?
one, surely.
I can't tell.
What?
Yeah, it looks legal.
Alright.
Yeah, I think so.
Of course he's here.
All right. How's it going?
I am well.
I'm well too.
Good to hear.
All right, we should be able to head on.
Yeah, I'm guessing you have a new interest in these trials then?
Yeah, I like to go so that I can kind of be prepped and ready.
We got this. Oh wait.
I think
We're on this side.
which is
I
very
forgot.
uncommon.
Hey, you want to lean against each other and like, I don't know, look like Jesse and James?
Uh-huh. Wait. Bryce, go over there. Stand right over there and say something.
Hello.
Okay, Bill. Go right over there on the other side of the table and say something. Okay, a little closer.
Something. Wait, you want me yelling or quiet or?
Yeah, yell something.
Something.
Rhodes.
Hello.
There's the man that did that to me.
Is he allowed to be in the uniform?
Well, I don't even know what rank he is.
Huh.
I could suspend him again.
I still think you guys should come in and nail them for the huts at the end of this.
No, we can't do that. Because even though it is a held until trial charge, unfortunately, procedure is that we put it on the docket, even for...
Before you apprehend him?
Yeah.
That's kind of... Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I will be... hello, sir. How are you today, Your Honor?
Hello.
Looking beautiful.
Hello. Wait, were we about to roast?
Oh my god!
I guess he is a good guy.
I guess that explains the parking job.
Yeah, you can park wherever you want in City Hall when it's your court.
I'll be right back.
I'm glad we didn't hassle him.
I know.
You guys look so cool.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. We try.
You don't have to try.
Hi, Kiki.
Yes, would you consider yourself a reasonable person?
Yes, I would.
And just out of curiosity, did you think John Copperton committed or was attempting to commit a crime at the time that all that occurred?
Yes, I did.
On the ground.
Oh, well.
Relax.
This sounds like probable cause.
This is how he preps for his trials.
Oh yes.
Hey, whoa, hold up, but who is you?
Who is who?
Ari.
I'm
friends
Howard.
with Bill, and I was just gonna head over to the box there, but I just
Oh,
Supervising
okay,
them.
wait, you're not on the other side?
I'm a police officer and a news reporter.
Okay, you know, you can deal with Bill. I'm just listening.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we don't need some inside, people here.
No,
for
I'm on your guys' side.
We don't need an inside man for the ops.
I might be LSPD, but I'm supporting you guys. You got this.
No, thank you.
I'm just a baby cadet, though.
Basically every department against Sandy at this point.
Yeah, well,
Perfect.
that's what happens when you pin yourself up against everyone else.
This is true. This is very true.
He's fine.
Wake up.
What the fuck, Bill?
I don't know what he's doing.
I thought I was the one who said I needed to prostitute
What is
myself.
Bill doing?
I don't know.
He's in the zone.
M4 Gaming, thank you for the
He's
7
laying
months.
down and looking at his phone.
Yeah, he's
The
fine.
man
This
has
is how
had
he
very little
preps.
rest.
Oh,
He's watching one of those
he go
Zen
get
YouTube
sleep?
videos.
I don't know. He's
I
been
feel
up way
like
too
he's
long.
doing a draw me
crazy,
like one
man.
of your French girls bit.
Trial of this. Isn't this just a civil case?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Where is Shreddy? Is he here somewhere?
Couldn't tell you.
Fair
No idea.
enough.
Damn, Bill.
Remember to
I'm gonna
silence
wait for
your
him to
phone.
wake up before I go in the box.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
cojones is silence.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Thanks for the reminder.
Wow.
220 is 10-7 at City Hall. Court case.
Has he gotten to talk to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
I wonder what
Oh,
Peach is
Howard,
doing
I
here.
totally snitched on you.
Snitched on me about what?
Apparently he can't even afford to fix his van.
Who can't?
Oh,
Bill.
What? Why not?
my bad.
Because somebody drove it off a mountain or two.
He let me use it, and it is an off-road vehicle.
Oh
looking.
no.
I don't think it's an off-road vehicle.
It's 4x4.
Talking like what? Did you hear about my dream?
I've never
What about your dream?
You were
looked at a
there.
box and thought that
This
looks
goes off-road.
off-road capable.
Hey, it did a good job until the wheels popped.
And apparently
no.
the engine, I don't know, fell out.
I imagine the wheels popped because you got stuck.
Shoddy's the guy
and
that
you kept spinning
Jeff
them.
was checking.
No.
On the mountain
No. There was some sharp
that
rocks.
shot him
Oh.
Yeah.
over a hunting
Right,
license check.
Okay, all right. If
I don't know
you
who
say
left the
so.
rocks there. Fuck.
Well, I'll pay for his repairs if he needs it.
Hello,
Peach.
Tessa.
You alright?
Very true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, I'm
very
doing
Peach.
okay. Hey,
Good point.
not very rough.
ya?
Oh, not very good. It's a very
Why?
tough day today. No, it's just a lot. Look, it's just been really stressful.
Why?
Just already. He doesn't care about me, and then Carl Pren is like just really nice to me, and he's a really good FTO, and I don't know. And then John Cobb hit me today. He was just really mean, and Sheriff Toretti didn't even come to see me at the hospital after it.
Wow, Peach. I'd
Despite-
say I was surprised, but I'm really not. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Okay, to be fair, I am a little surprised that Kyle was.
Am I allowed to stand here?
Actually,
or
yeah,
do I
that was
just
the
sit
only
down?
surprising thing that came out of her mouth was Kyle Pred being nice to her.
And a good FTO.
Well, I mean, to be honest, when he's trying, he
What's the
actually
score,
does good.
Stars?
Oh, true. Yeah,
In
100%.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, we
You just
didn't
have
do
to get him
any.
to try.
Yeah.
Hey, Rose.
We didn't do anything weird today.
Murphy
Nothing.
wants to speak to you.
Okay.
Where at?
Why are you saying it
Right
like
there in the
that,
black
Peach?
suit.
Huh?
All right.
Hey, oh, look, it's. I'll be back.
Hanging out, just watching, making sure people don't fuck shit up.
Okay.
How are you doing today, Tessa?
Hey, good luck. Good luck, T-Mom.
Thank you. I'm doing alright.
Alright.
Wish I wasn't here, but...
Well, that's how I feel every day of my life, so that's fine.
Oh, that's... I'm sorry.
Well, yep, I don't even know, I don't know why I went that fucking dark, my bad. It's the lack of sleep, it's the lack of sleep.
What's Matt talking to over there?
Who? That's, I think he's talking to Murphy? Look like Murphy.
Didn't look like him to me. I'll be right back.
I do intend to, yes. When that'll occur, I don't know. Because here's the thing, Murphy. You know, if you were any of their attorneys, you would just have them plead the fifth. Because there is nothing that'll benefit them by speaking.
Right.
Which means I'm going to try to pull out as much information in as many civil cases as I can. What I mean by that is, this civil case, I don't care if I win or lose this. I don't give a flying fuck. Morally, I'm content and happy with what occurred. And again, I'm okay with that. If I get fined $50,000, so be it. The important bit here is extracting information from Fingal and Svensson and Copperton. And then, who knows? I might sue them for defamation of character and maybe some emotional trauma. And we can go over why this all occurred. And, you know, as long as they don't have the ability to plead the fifth, which technically they could pending those charges, but I have 60 days to push them. The point I'm trying to make is I don't see us getting any ability to get any of them on perjury if they never talk to begin with. If we can get them to talk now and bring those points up later, in a criminal case, it's probably the best way we're going to
Make sure
deal
no
with
one's doing anything funky.
Well, I
it. As
guess my
backwards as
question
it
to you-
sounds.
My question to you is, should I hold off on any civil action on Cleo's behalf in the meantime to not...
Oh,
spook
100%.
them?
Yes, 100%
All right,
you should.
that's all I need to know. Before I do anything, I want to talk to you, make sure if you're trying to go for charges, to not disturb that investigation if it is going to happen, and hold off on
Just whatever. I don't know the statute of limitations for civil cases any longer, but whatever it is, just make sure that you are counting that down and make sure that you get something on the docket within that time period, regardless of this
Cleo,
investigation.
Did you give Rhodes the medical report?
That was sent, I believe. I don't know. Yeah, I sent it
Our
to you.
attorney is Bill
I
Mates.
don't have it. And it's not
Along
involved in
with
this case, because they may say things
God,
today
I can't remember his
that'll
name.
contradict stuff in the medical report the next case.
I think it's
So this- I
Howard.
didn't even know this case was related, so now I'm definitely going to stay for this case.
Yeah, it's in your best interest.
And
say
their
that much.
side they have
You want a
Charity.
corrupt
They
department to
have
look at?
William,
SDSO.
possibly Anastasia, and
Oh
But yeah,
is there-
I'll
I'm
keep
not
a
sure.
lid on my
Their team is
list of
stacked as well.
until you give me the okay.
Hey, I'm just making sure no one's listening
Two
in.
conditions: either I give you the okay, or
Am I allowed my
statute of
phone in
limitations is
here?
running out. I don't want you guys to miss out on that
Unfortunately not. That's I can't approve that kind of thing. You can ask a judge if maybe they could, but
You got your own thing to prepare for right now.
Okay.
I just wanted to know what was up.
sorry.
It's okay.
So
I'm gonna pee. I'll be back.
I don't like
Okay.
corruption, Murphy. That's what I
do
don't
I.
like. It bothers me. My blood is boiling.
Yeah, I mean, probably
Working
good.
Working his way up, yeah.
Since I'm just a witness, do I need to stand behind over there?
I mean, I don't think it really matters.
She's our witness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who dis? Why are they so loud? Oh my god. Oh, that he copied us. Nice one, Toretti. Nice one. You couldn't even figure out your own get up.
Oh, this. Fight.
Jerry.
I don't think we really need to, you know,
I got 10 on that.
start the mudslinging.
I got 50 on Toretti just because he's gonna fight dirty and get his boys to jump roads.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Toretti, come here.
Hey, listen, they set precedents. They're armed too. I won't hesitate to shoot a bitch.
Ooh,
Hey, Malton wants to talk to you. Do you want me there while you do that?
Wait, where are we talking?
Didn't he just say roads from here?
I don't know.
He's over there.
I think he said Toretti.
I think he said Toretti. Bill, you're losing it. Oh, and he's okay. Doing that thing.
Damn it, Bill.
Bill's losing it.
Do.
I'm just here to supervise, by the way. I will only jump
where were
in
you
if
on that
shit
one,
gets crazy.
Shapiro?
I thought you were still
You got
standing
me
next
to-
to me,
you got
and
me-
then you
you got me to
phased
lie
into
to my
another
client.
existence.
It's fine. Don't worry.
That's a, I was trying to get you. I was trying to.
You are a little sassy, Rudy.
Watch this.
Hey, what's up, boys?
We're lacking the green uniforms on this side.
What? We don't need uniforms. If I wanted my people to show up,
I have a
would
mask that
asked
goes
them
with it,
to.
but I can't
I
wear
don't
the
need
mask
them
inside.
to.
Oh my god.
God, how many fucking people are they bringing in?
That doesn't matter.
There's nothing happening in Sandy, apparently.
Okay, that is the alien that I saw earlier today.
Guy goes AWOL and they have nothing
Gotta
to
be
do.
on
I
this
see how
side.
it is.
You and Matt like a picture together?
There you go.
My
Pulling
friend.
side.
Yes.
How should we stand?
I don't know.
How are you, maybe like you were earlier.
Oh, yes, but we got to be slightly at an angle, kind of like one of these.
How are you feeling, Kiki?
Where's Luke?
Oh, hold on.
Rhodes, you're looking extra sassy right now.
Hi, Rose.
Complicated answer.
Hello.
You look great, Tessa.
Do you need to send me anything?
How's this?
You look great. I'm finding the perfect filter for you.
Okay.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, they took my picture out of my pocket.
You ready for your case?
I'll get one for
Yeah,
me.
I'm doing fine.
Hey, do I sound
You're
here?
fine.
Oh, Cleo, look out.
Cleo, you're in the photo.
Cleo, look
I'm
out.
sure you're
Oh,
not that far.
I need Matt to look this way, though.
We'll see.
Just say something.
Yeah, keep looking this way, guys.
If that doesn't sum up Cleo's shot, I don't know what does.
Do I stand here?
You can if you'd like,
I'll
or
take
you
another
can
one with
stand
you,
right back
Nakkida.
there.
Heck.
Lots of film. I don't know what
Get
I
it, Cleo,
do.
get it.
Oh God.
Oh, that's okay, Kiki. You sure?
So you might have to.
Cleo, you're pushing me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I lost my hair.
Aww.
Oh man.
I don't have mine in my
Thank
pocket
you.
anymore. They took it out when I came in.
All right.
Well, I'm
Now-
on so I kept my stuff.
Oh, that's
No,
why.
we do kind of look like a family if you think about it. I kind of have Tessa's hair color, and then that's it.
I'm gonna sit over there.
That's
I'm not-
literally it.
Sorry, excuse me.
You're definitely not my child. I don't know what
No,
emotions
I'm
are.
proud of who my father is.
They're really strong at like the meeting. Oh, there you are, Peach. I was wondering where you went.
There's some shit for you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the second one is so she knows what she's gonna say.
Okay, if this photo comes out blank or fucked, I know for a fact I'm cussed. I remember.
I need you
right,
to jump
okay.
on the bomb for me.
The last picture I took.
As many of you as it
cursed.
takes.
All right, here we go.
As
The
many
moment
of
of
you,
truth.
even all of you, if it has to
Oh.
be.
Oh
Look
man.
at you, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I know you will,
I
as
mean,
well,
it sounds
so I'm
like
counting on
Perfect.
you.
You wrote it.
No,
jump on
because
anything.
I was prepping
Okay.
her on what I was going to ask her.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And she
No,
goes,
jump on it.
my brain will work better if
Matthew
I write
Rose
down
tries to
the
bomb me
answers.
for
Yeah,
my
just making sure. Just
witness
making sure, Bill.
testimony against him in a civil case.
You're gonna do great.
You gotta jump on that bomb.
Judge Cross?
I'll stay for as long as
Huh?
What is he accusing
Ezra,
you of?
Rick, Riggs,
Well, surely it's not me. My name's not Matthew.
you.
Oh,
They
true.
might be
Yeah.
a prick, just so you know,
Mm.
Bill.
No,
but
no,
you're lacking a
Riggs.
bit of
Riggs,
foundation
sorry.
getting to that
Not
first
you.
question.
No, you'd be last.
No, I'm not.
I'm talking about Briggs.
Wow, they got the whole cult to show up.
Oliver?
All it takes is a court case where they think they have a
Judge Cross says you need to
tiny bit of hope.
be on
They
the
all show up.
defense side for this
Hey,
case.
so if they're getting paid right now, are they getting paid fraudulently? Because they're not actually on duty.
So the reason
I mean, we don't want to open that can of worms because then I gotta go off duty.
make most of the prep, so there's
No, you were present for the, you're a
acting in
witness.
Official,
Just be over there listening what's going on.
capacity for a criminal issue or breach, well, a civil issue. So.
Let me just verify this with the commissioner, who is probably also on duty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, we do.
Hi, Benson. You staying with us, or you?
I was
gonna
told
be
to
in
stand
the-
here. Yeah.
Oh, who told you to stand there?
also good looking.
Apparently, Judge Cross.
Oh, okay. Let me. I'll send you the stuff there.
Miss Deimos,
Oliver.
is everyone here on your
Yeah.
side?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Mays. How about you?
Yes,
Ready
Your
to
Honor.
go?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Peach, you want to bailiff this?
Yes, I should do.
All right, come up here.
Under Sheriff Rhodes.
Wait, where did Rhodes
No,
go?
no,
I'm over here. I'm over here.
All right.
Don't mind me. Apologies.
And the bombing.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna bailiff, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm gonna call this court into order.
Oh my God, so many hats.
All right, we're here to hear the case of
Damn, I
John
don't know if he
Copperton
caught on.
versus Matt Rhodes. Quickly go over the statement of claim. On April 14, 2022, Cadet John Copperton was suspended from duty by Under Sheriff Matt Rhodes. Upon going off duty and heading down the front steps of the Sonora Desert Sheriff's Office, Under Sheriff Rhodes approached John Copperton and said he was under arrest for carrying his government-issued weapon off the premises. Mr. Rhodes proceeded to arrest and search John Copperton. He then cut him loose without taking the firearm. For the relief, the plaintiff is asking for Mr. Copperton.
We have amended the relief, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead. What is the new amended relief?
We are asking for 50K in damages, as well as Under Sheriff Rhodes to write a poem about the glory of Sandy Shores.
Yeah.
I'll do one about the war of Sandy Shores.
Do they not know that slam poetry exists?
The war in Sandy Shores.
No war in Sandy Shores.
There was no war in Sandy Shores.
There was no war in Sandy Shores.
Why do they say it like they're in a cult?
Okay.
I witnessed it.
Because
Hey,
they
what should
are.
we do with that picture of Rhodes standing in front of the tank?
All right, plaintiff. Ms. Deimos, would you like your opening statement?
Your Honor, sorry I got cut off there, but I'd like to object to their amendment. It's not listed anywhere on the docket or for that matter,
asked?
didn't informed us of it at all.
Oh, okay. So you have an issue with the relief?
Correct. They've already
Inform this.
They should at least put it on the docket. They should let the opposing counsel know that the relief
Okay,
is being
so
changed.
we're gonna go with what they asked for before, which is Mr. Copperton would like to grant complete control of Sandy Shores to Sheriff Dominic Toretti if he wins this lawsuit. If the court finds this demand to be outside the reach of Under Sheriff Rhodes' capability, then $200,000 in monetary compensation is an acceptable alternative. I guess
Perfect.
that's what we're gonna
Thank
go
you.
with. All right.
But then that was capped at 50.
All right, Ms.
Yeah, I
Deimos,
mean, that's-
go ahead with your opening statement.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't have that authority.
John Copperton only wanted one thing in life: to be the best cop he could be as part of the best department he knows, the Sonora Desert Sheriff's Office.
The only department
John
you know.
Copperton was suspended on April 14th And after he was sent off duty, Under Sheriff Rhodes took it upon himself to arrest this cadet for doing nothing more than trying to leave the building, for something an officer has no business being charged with in the first place. In order to bypass the consent he would normally require for a search. Regardless of why this gross
he
violation
actually gave me
happened, it was
consent.
still a violation of Cadet Copperton's rights, as
I
we will
forget to say
establish
that.
before the court
He
today.
said something to the extent of, "Yeah, go ahead."
Did anyone else see that?
Spencer. They try to call it coercion.
My rights.
Mr. Mays.
Your Honor, gentlemen, ladies of the court, we're here today because a good officer is being tarnished. His name's being dragged through the mud for absolutely no reason. There's no evidence. There's no... I'm at a loss for words at how bad this is. We're going to prove today that there was probable cause. There was reasonable suspicion. There were many reasons why there was a search and performed and a detainment performed.
And consent.
You know, and the fact that he even gave consent to be searched. So, yeah, easy win. Thank you.
What was that opening?
Okay, Ms. Damos, first witness.
We got
I'm
this.
immediately
In the
concerned.
bag.
We'd like to call Lieutenant Owen Svensson to the stand.
I'm
Your Honor.
immediately concerned.
Yo, am I being sweaty here?
Oh god.
What do you mean?
What is that?
I can get my objection pad out.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
Please raise your hand, please. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? So help you, Mitch.
I do.
Okay.
All right, you did a great job as bailiff,
Thank you.
Peach.
Thank you.
Should I remove my bomb-proof helmet? In case, do you think you'll try to bomb me on the stand, Your Honor?
You should be fine. Go ahead and take it
The
off.
shrapnel's how they get you in the neck.
Are you more comfortable now?
Yeah, I feel at risk but comfortable.
Perfect. Could you please state your name, department, and rank for the record?
Yeah, I'm Owen Svensson, a lieutenant in the Sonora Desert Sheriff's Office.
Is that Jeffrey?
And how long have you been a peace officer in the state of San Andreas?
5.5 years.
Did you witness Cadet John Copperton being arrested by Under Sheriff Matt Rhodes on April 14th, 2022?
Objection leading?
I was right. Yep.
Your Honor, he's literally establishing that Lieutenant Svensson was there.
And he doesn't let him through a whole path to do
Stop.
so.
Stop. Bill up here. Charity up here.
Oh, you coming hard?
We're ready? Ready?
That can be good.
Damn, I want to go up there.
We got the easy one.
Let's not fucking do this.
Yeah, I think so.
At all.
What are we doing?
Get this over with. I'm gonna be here 3 hours.
I don't want to just get this over with.
Objections that we know that will get overruled, and then they'll just rephrase the fucking question.
Jeffrey?
Is that understood?
Yes, hello.
Did you see that shoddy thing?
Oh, okay.
Did I see what?
No
There was
objection.
account activity from shoddy.
Yeah, objection sustained. Rephrase the
but the
question.
warrant expired.
There's nothing
No.
wrong with it. I think he just wants it for the brevity.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Were you on duty
Got it.
on April 14th, 2022?
Yes.
Were you present at the Sonora Desert Sheriff's Office at any point during that day?
Yes.
That's broad.
Oh man, he's struggling to rephrase his question to find out when he was there when I searched it.
Sorry. Your Honor, just...
I totally fucked him over on that one.
Spit it out, man.
Something cop did something.
1 second.
Potential and is now prosecuted for it.
I mean, this is why you object to these kind of things. Throws a curveball. A wrench.
What do you know? Actual accountability. Weird.
Who's their attorney?
Loophole.
Lou's not over there.
Who's the guy asking
Listed,
questions?
I thought.
I don't know who that is.
Stout, maybe?
I just said good to see you awake.
Oh, he's listed as in
Stout.
trial.
That's stout.
Were John Carpenton and Matt Rhodes present at the same time at the SDSO?
Hey, yo, what's awesome?
Yes.
And he could have just asked who was present.
Was John
Hell.
Carpenton arrested that night at the SDSO by Under Sheriff Matt Rhodes?
Yes. It's a hard question to answer, Counselor, because he said he was going to, and then he didn't.
Oh, okay. But you witnessed that event occurring, correct?
Yes, the event in question.
Okay. Can you tell us the events that you witnessed immediately leading up to that incident where you say he was arrested and then not?
Yeah. John Copperton walked out of the Sandy Shore Sheriff Station on Aliquid Boulevard. On the front steps, he was accosted by Matthew Rhodes, who wanted to search him for something he claims belonged to someone else. Copperton was off duty at the time, and as I was there, I knew that Matthew Rhodes had previously suggested and implied that we were going to be under criminal investigation, criminal charges. So I suggested to Copperton to use his civil rights to remain silent and not be searched. Rhodes then informed him he was oh, you want to do it like that?
What?
And then he
narrative
told him to place his hands behind his back. He was going to be under arrest for government issued firearm.
Okay, could you restate the charge that he claimed that he was going to be arrested for? Just the full charge.
Yeah, he said for a government issued firearm.
Okay. Had Under Sheriff Rhodes at any point asked Carpenton to turn in his weapon after he had been suspended?
No.
Did Under Sheriff Rhodes ask for permission to search or ask for consent, I should say, to search or frisk Cadet Carpenton before arresting him?
Ain't this hearsay?
If he did, I didn't hear it. I stepped away for a brief part of the conversation.
Okay. After the arrest, did Under Sheriff Rhodes ask to search Cadet Carpenton?
Can you speak again? I couldn't hear you over the other counselor.
Can you hear me?
Did he ask to search Cadet Carpenton after he had already been arrested?
Not to my knowledge. I don't know that he asked him. I stepped away for that part of the conversation.
Oh, okay. Speaking with your expertise as a law enforcement officer, after someone is being placed under arrest, do they have the right to refuse a search by police?
No.
Okay. Did you witness Under Sheriff Rhodes take anything from Cadet Carpenton during the search?
I did not.
Did Under Sheriff Rhodes say anything after his search was complete?
Yeah, I told him I think this is a bad path to start down because I pointed out that the Class 2 legislation does not include an exception for peace officers to carry a Class 2. And I pointed out that he at any point could be arrested for carrying the rifle on his back. And I told him it was a bad precedent to set. He then backed off, I think, and as being informed, he shortly after unhandcuffed Copperton and walked away. When I asked what happens to the arrest, he said something about 60 days.
Okay. What happened after that? Was he still present, or?
He left. He got in his interceptor and fled.
Okay. Based on your rank, professional experience, and expertise, are you able to answer a few questions related to the status of suspended peace officers?
Absolutely. I am the former head of IA.
Okay. Is a suspended peace officer still employed by the Unified Police Department?
Yes.
Is a suspended SDSO cadet deputy still a duly sworn peace officer?
Yes.
Would you consider a suspended peace officer to be off duty?
Absolutely.
And are off-duty peace officers legally allowed to keep their government-issued weapons on their person?
Yes.
Given all that, based on your professional experience and expertise, again, do you believe Cadet Copperton was lawfully arrested?
I do not.
Objection. Speculation.
It's based on his professional experience and expertise as a
Yeah, it's
5
still
years as a police
speculation
officer.
because he doesn't know the material or the reason
Okay,
for
I'm
pending
overruling your
investigation.
objection.
Okay, Amber Heard
Continue.
lawyer.
That's all I had. Thank you.
Nice,
John. What the fuck?
It's too soon.
Why was that overruled?
Lieutenant Svensson, can you please tell me
did
who
the
was
one
present
objection.
during these events?
Myself, John Copperton, and Matthew Rhodes.
Were there any other people there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Thank you.
Lieutenant Svensson, that's a very interesting outfit you're wearing in court today. Can you just tell us why you decided to wear it?
Yeah.
Objection relevant?
The sheriff Toretti had been car bombed a week ago, and we were uncertain
What?
if it was Matthew Rhodes who did it to try to silence him.
shouldn't
And I
have
wanted
done
to protect myself.
What?
Wait, did he
In the
say?
event that he
Your
tries
Honor,
to silence and start
objection,
with-
Your
Because
Honor.
everyone's talking. Like,
Hold on.
Your Honor, I would
Yeah,
like to object to the question and the answer under the guise of relevance and prejudice.
He answered the question already.
I would like to
objected
have it
prior
straight from the
to.
record.
Oh, well, I didn't hear
Cross,
you.
can you
object,
hear
I
me?
apologize. I can hear you now. I didn't hear
Okay,
you before.
I
You
most
mind-
certainly
you mind
object.
standing up for a quick second? There we go. Okay. All right.
All right, there we go.
Perfect. Okay. Honestly, didn't even hear his answer. So.
I said because Sheriff Toretti had been car bombed a week ago, and I wanted to protect myself in case Matthew Rhodes is behind it and
Okay,
attempted to
Lieutenant
car bomb me
Svensson,
as well.
Stop.
Yes, sir.
I think you
What a
just
circus.
implied I'm
We're
corrupt.
gonna move along. Next question.
And if that's the basis of your
Thank you for
suspension,
your
Tessa,
bravery, Lieutenant Svensson. There are
guess
no
what?
further questions from
That's kind of yeah,
plaintiff at
yeah,
this time.
yeah.
You're welcome for my bravery.
Hey Tessa,
Can we approach real quick, Your Honor?
Tessa,
Okay.
I need to stare at
Go
my
down,
notepad
please.
for a minute, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. They've been putting out a bunch of outbursts, like, nonstop since this began, and the judge is just letting it happen. And I'm a little bit not okay with that.
Yeah, same. Not my courtroom though. Last time well, it was actually a senator, but last time anyone told them what to do, they got shot.
Honestly, I hope we all have fun.
You guys might want to not be next to Rhodes.
I want to kill them with kindness.
yeah, you might not want to be next to Rhodes.
Am I gonna get shot?
No, they're trying to make the idea that you're
You might
But
be
I
held
mean,
for redirect, Your Honor.
Where was Swenson?
redirect.
He was.
Or not redirect, but
Okay. Cross. Go ahead.
All right. Officer Swenson, are officers allowed to use discretion when pushing charges?
Who's Officer Swenson?
Are
I'm
you not an
Lieutenant
officer?
Svensson
Okay.
with a V.
Who's
Ted
Matthew
Swenson.
Rhodes?
Are officers allowed to use discretion when pushing charges?
Right.
They are.
Are there catch and release charges?
No.
No.
The citations does not catch and release charges.
Is drug trafficking not a catch and release charge?
No. You go to jail.
Technically, that is
So
true,
even
but
if someone
prior
pleads
to
not guilty
well,
right
either
away,
way,
they
prior
go straight to
to.
jail?
Yeah, and then they're arranged for a plea deal, or they get a sentence for a trial.
Oh,
Do
no,
officers have
wait,
to inform
he's
people
outdated.
of all
Oh, man.
possible charges that they are being investigated for?
They need at least one legitimate charge when they try to arrest someone.
All right. No further questions.
Jen, thank you for the 18 months.
5 years experience and doesn't even know how it works.
Yeah.
No redirect,
Worse
Your Honor.
set, Your Honor.
We need to hold him
Hey,
for recall.
Defense, are you guys
Are we gonna actually
looking to
recall him?
recall Lieutenant Svensson?
Yeah.
Yes,
We
Your
need to
Honor.
ask him
He is
questions
marked as
about
a witness for us.
catch and release charges.
Hey, Mr. Svensson, you are marked for recall. So please do not leave the building
Yes, sir.
or
Gotta
get
put
into
the
a
mask
car.
back on.
Yeah, I could have sworn drug trafficking.
Fingal, keep your head on a swivel for a
pushing
grenade
on the
from over
docket
there.
after we cut you loose.
It is.
Stamos,
It
your
is.
next
Yeah.
star
We'd like to
witness.
call Cadet John Copperton to the stand, Your Honor.
Oh, there we go.
Ugh.
He's not marked as a witness. Should I object?
John Cop,
No, he seems.
you're wanted over
He's
here,
the
okay?
plaintiff. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to be called.
Yeah, the
Did he
claimant
like
doesn't have
zone
to be
out on
called.
us?
Did Mr. Copperton fall asleep?
Wake up.
Probably.
Wow,
Just
he
1
would fall
second.
asleep.
Should someone else
I'll
go
let
up as a
Toretti handle
surrogate?
this. He's pretty good at dealing with.
Maybe he has a reset button.
He'll
Can
whisper some
we-
sweet nothings
can
in
we
his ear. I'm
reset
sure
him?
it'll wake him up.
Oh my god, on Toretti's big day.
Is it okay if I respond to them?
Yes, yes. You can
Yeah, you need to come take the stand.
I
go
was
get him,
waiting
John.
for you to tell me what
I'm
to
sorry.
do,
I
sir.
apologize, guys. I apologize. Go get him, John. Go ahead.
John.
Stupid.
Come on, everybody
Sheriff,
back there.
Sheriff Toretti, can you stand next to your legal counsel up here just in case he needs prodding?
Oh my
Sure.
god.
Thank you.
Oh, this is terrible.
Willie, I need you to go up there and catch
I
a
mean,
grenade if he throws it.
I don't know if
live
we
on the
should
stand.
allow this.
Thank you.
Wait, why not?
Why does he need a carer?
Go ahead, Miss Peach.
Okay, we've done this with
Oh.
Pred in the past. I can't complain.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I
okay.
guess. Can you raise your hand, please?
Is it okay, sir?
Yes.
Is he allowed to be
Do
answering?
you swear to
for-
tell the truth, the whole
Just
truth,
if his mouth starts moving
and
and we don't hear
nothing
him,
but the
that's it.
truth, under penalty of perjury? So help you, Coil.
I want to
Yeah,
be
you
sworn
do.
under Toretti.
Cross.
Yeah, go ahead. Swear him in.
He will not lie under my.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Swear him in one more time under Toretti.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you? Yes, to what?
Peach, you stupid bitch.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Talk to her like
What
that.
do we got
Is that on the record?
Svensson when he
It's on the
comes
record.
back?
Okay. Okay.
We need to
Swear
ask
him
him
in.
Okay.
again
Do you swear to tell
about
the
catch
truth,
and
the whole
release,
truth,
and also
nothing
verify
but
how
the
many
truth
years he's
under
been an
penalty of
officer.
perjury? So help you, Toretti.
How long has he been an officer?
Yes.
5 some odd years.
No.
And yet he doesn't know how it works.
You've been sworn in.
He's
Miss
been an
Stamos.
officer for a long time, though.
Can you state your name and your rank for the record, please?
John Copperton.
And your rank?
All right, friend at arms, have a good
I
night.
am a Toretti apprentice. Apprentice.
He doesn't even have a rank.
Okay. When you were suspended by Under Sheriff Rhodes, did he ask you to turn in your weapon at any point?
No.
Before you were
I thought we're
arrested,
not allowed
did
to
Under
talk about
Sheriff
the
Rhodes ask
suspension.
to search you?
Objection, Your Honor. Wasn't there a caveat in not mentioning the suspension?
No,
I don't like
can't.
fish egg.
I did not ask why he was suspended. I asked after he was suspended.
The caveat
okay.
was anything that led to the suspension.
Okay, all right, understood.
Perfect.
Yep. Continue.
What'd you say?
All right, before you were arrested,
So,
did
for
Rhodes ask
leading
to
the
search you?
suspension, fuck.
Yes.
No, it's fine.
How did you reply?
We won't talk about the suspension. We'll talk
No.
about the stuff that occurred prior to.
I told
When
him
Rhodes-
no. I'm an American and I know my rights.
All right.
You can't just walk around here and come up to Sandy Shores with your badge and try to boss us little town folk people around. That is to say that the town is little, not that it's a town of little folks.
What was his response to you saying that you were not willing to be searched?
He was being
Objection?
intentionally obtuse.
What? Whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. That be hearsay. You can ask me that question.
All right, I'll ask you that question then.
In the
Sustained. Okay.
That's not hearsay.
That's fine. I'll just ask him that
Is Rhodes
question.
his
then.
own lawyer? Or did I
He's
give
not
him-
a he's not a judge either.
That's not what
Before
I
you
said.
were arrested, or
Yeah.
after you were arrested, did Rhodes ask to search you?
After
Objection.
he placed me on-
Still hearsay.
That's not.
I'm
what
asking
hearsay is.
him what. Yeah, that's not hearsay.
Yeah, that's not really.
Shut up. Just let it go.
I'm gonna
I am
overrule that
asking.
objection.
Yeah.
Continue.
Did Rhodes ask to search you after you were arrested?
He may have yelled at you, but he didn't yell at me.
No, he
Fair enough.
told me he was going to search me.
Okay. Did Rhodes take the weapon that you had on you off
Okay,
you while he was
I'm just
searching
gonna
you?
I'm just gonna stop you here for just.
All right, go ahead.
Just for proper, please call him either Mr. Rhodes or Under Sheriff Rhodes.
Oh, sorry.
He
Yeah.
earned his title.
Right. Did Under Sheriff Rhodes take anything off your person while he was searching you?
I don't believe so. He could have, but at this
Yeah,
this
I
point
got
in
the
time,
knife.
I do not recall.
Did
may
he
have, though.
charge you with anything after he put you in cuffs?
No.
That's all I have. Let's see if we have anything else.
Excuse me, but you and Penta are two of my favorite streamers, and IDK whose side to be on. So can you side with John Kopp to make it easier, please?
Direct, or do you want to try to squeeze in your
How about
squeeze stuff out.
John Kopp gets fired because he's not fit to be an officer, and he leaves.
I can ask some questions.
Bye.
What question do you want to ask him?
Deputy Copperton,
Specific in regards to stuff taken off his person.
could you describe how
Yeah, I said
the
it.
search by
I said it, and I
Sheriff
meant it.
Rhodes made you feel?
Violated.
He's
He told me that I
incompetent.
was just going to take it.
Listen to him. He needs a carer. He even did I do not recall.
Wait.
Did you feel like there was anything you could have done to stop him from
from
searching
the
you?
detainment spot?
No.
Well, no, I didn't
Because
move
as
him
a
at all.
police officer, I know
So how
that
does he
once
know
you
he was
resist,
arrested and not detained?
they make it worse.
Well, I did.
It's better to just
technically
let
tell
it
him he was under
happen
arrest.
and sue them later.
But I can lie.
Yeah.
In your experience, what happens when somebody resists arrest?
They get charged with resisting arrest. And I'm not a criminal because I'm a cop. John Cop.
If you were a criminal, would you be allowed to maintain your position within the SDSO?
I don't know. Probably not. I would assume not. But also, PBSO is full of criminals, so maybe I'd just go apply there.
And how would the prospect of not working for the SDSO make you feel?
I would need Roy's katana.
I think we have an open door to the questions I need to ask.
Yeah, let's not elaborate on that answer, please.
No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Ask him what a difference.
Well,
between a
Patrick's here.
You can ask that.
Anything else from your side there, Deimos, or can we go into?
I'll ask
Cross?
some questions at the start.
I think we're good, Your Honor.
All right,
wanna go
perfect.
first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
I have a few questions.
The real one showed up.
Please
The
speak
hell?
up a little bit, Under Sheriff.
Hello? Is this thing on?
Your Honor, why is the defense or the accused here?
Are you objecting to this? I mean, or are you just asking me a question?
Yes, that's Delman.
Objection. The defensive representation is not representing their client. The client's representing himself.
Your Honor, in rebuttal to that, in the civil trial, anyone can represent themselves. It's not a criminal matter, and he is bar certified, and would like take keen interest in his defense as well.
Correct. Overruled. Okay. Continue, Mr. Rhodes.
All right. So specific to
Your
the. Is that an objection, sir? Are you a
yes, Your
lawyer?
Honor. Mr.
Yeah, I think you start with objection.
Under Sheriff Rhodes is not bar certified, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that doesn't sound like an objection. Can I continue with my question?
Every single member of the Unified Police Department is currently bar certified.
Wait, what?
Oh, well, okay.
Can we continue, Mr. Stout?
Huh?
Peach.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, Your Honor.
I guess they really lowered the bar. Am I right?
God.
Chapter
All right,
Okay, I'll give him that one. That was kind of funny.
You indicated that when you were searched, you don't recall anything being taken off of you.
That's correct.
Did you have a shank on your person?
I mean, heck,
Objection
John
asked and
Cop,
answered.
he
said
smells.
He didn't recall.
Well, I'm clarifying an item and asking whether or not he recalls it being on his person.
How about it being there in the first place?
I'm gonna overrule. I want to hear the answer.
Can you re-ask the question, please?
Yeah. Do you recall having a shank on your person?
I do not wish to answer any questions that could incriminate myself.
Objection, Your Honor. In a civil trial, he is not
not an
afforded the
objection.
Fifth Amendment rights, and he's being unresponsive.
That's not an objection. What
He's
are you
being
objecting?
unresponsive, Your Honor.
Okay, and rebuttal.
I would like to know, first off, if this is in relation to anything that occurred before his suspension.
This is in relation to the criminal charges he could be facing, Your Honor.
Actually,
That's exactly
no.
why
This
I'm not answering. He just said it.
this occurred.
Wait, hold on. That's exactly why I'm
Yeah,
not
he-
answering.
Yeah, Your Honor, the defense literally stated why he should not have to answer.
Yeah, I agree. He does not have to answer that question. Thank you, Mr. Hayes. Sorry, Mr. Mays.
So,
No, they're not afforded the Fifth Amendment protections in civil.
okay. Question, Your Honor.
He's waiting.
So
Yeah.
the stuff on his person plays into everything, and this also occurred after the suspension. How does this all play out?
We have a sidebar, Your Honor.
Yeah. Come over here.
All right.
I'm completely. Mr. Toretti, can you take Mr. John Copp to the corner? Maybe rub his back or something.
Come on, John.
How are you?
Am I doing good? Big T.
You're doing good work.
Okay.
I think we got this, guys. Okay.
I feel like I'm about to shit myself.
First of all,
no way.
Leo.
BS and all that.
Yeah.
With you guys.
That's irrelevant. It's already happened. I think we can just kind of move on.
Stop. This is my court.
Bro.
Sorry here.
Oh.
Are you trying to sabotage your own client here, babe? Now that we got him that out of the way, where is this questioning going?
His possession. So just because he was not made aware of something does not mean we're actively investigating or have probable cause for something. And him being in possession specifically of evidence.
Yeah, go ahead.
plays into-
Oh, John's hitting me. He's hitting me. Help me.
Sorry.
You're gonna let him hit me like that? Huh?
Okay.
You know best.
Right. But I still have yet to go on the stand, and you don't know that reason.
What?
You let him hit me. Why?
Yeah.
Fingal?
What do you mean,
I
okay?
cannot hear anything you're saying because I've got Peach fucking crying in my ear. Peach, stop yelling.
No, it's just a tourniquet. It's a pen is the tourniquet.
So this goes back to his
Okay.
possessions being relevant to the situation at hand. And again, occurred after the suspension. So I don't see why this is an issue.
Okay, we'll do it.
No, that's not legal in the courtroom.
I'm gonna basically overrule the objection. We're gonna continue. I'm gonna keep everything when I deliberate. I'm a mature adult and I'm able to basically come to make sure that I ignore what I need to ignore.
You know I love
and
you, brother.
pay attention
Come
to what I
on.
need to pay attention to. Okay.
It was just a joke. We can joke. We have fun, right? That's right. Now, I would have took that personally. Yeah.
Okay. Then, if everyone here standing in front of me right now,
I'll be right
is
back.
there going to be a later on criminal trial? Is the information going to be used from this trial for that criminal trial? If you say yes, then he doesn't have to answer those
I wonder
questions.
if the news girl got any of that on film.
Well, I don't know. I I don't know.
Then how about you can call him for recall later and ask the questions you want to ask him then.
Well, he's still gonna say the same thing.
Well, you have time to figure out if you know at that point or not.
So the concern here, well, actually,
What are you doing over there, Murphy?
if that's the case, we may have to scrap this case altogether, and wait for a criminal case pending that, and then we'd have to come back to the civil case.
Yeah, because there's exculpatory evidence that was left out of this trial.
Are you okay? So both sides are okay with that? I'm 100% fine with that.
Uh-oh.
This is very bright and not.
Maze, I think that's a.
Can we get a private sidebar with the council and?
Yes, go.
Yeah.
You
now
three, you
I've got to
fucking
consider
just
this.
John Cobb.
Well, I mean, it's a valid
Okay.
point, right?
So, wait, come here.
It'd be a
Don't get
mistrial
too
if
close to
we
all of them.
Don't
So,
hear
okay.
all the evidence.
There's two ways we can go about this. We can keep going and we can just have you testify to the facts of that matter. Or we can have this rescheduled for another time after the criminal case is pushed and they can't play that card anymore.
Oh my God! No, okay, no, this is perfect. This is perfect. I push every charge in a criminal case, and even if he is found not guilty, he is then not at jeopardy or not at risk of double jeopardy, and then has to answer everything.
Yeah.
If he
that
lies,
is
perjury, he gets fired.
exactly.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, we'll just move for a reschedule.
Works for me.
Jesus fuck, Benson.
I hate it.
Well, what do you hate?
Gosh, dang it.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
At least it was just a handful of us and not a whole department.
I think that John Kopp assaulted Peach back there, and I also watched Fingal Dan walk up behind Peach, punch her in the back of the head, and then run out.
And I heard her.
Yeah, she was crying.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is with all of them, but I hope she's okay.
Well, I lied and said that I
I'll
wasn't a cop.
verify.
I still found out somehow.
I'm not here to, shit on anyone's day. I'm just like there is a rights violation being claimed in a civil court case.
They call us
and
the cult.
during the civil court case, there's also possible rights being violated. So it's kind of weird for me not to,
Okay, well that's
Yeah, no, totally understood.
Yeah.
So at this time, we're going to push and move that this court case be rescheduled until after the
What?
conclusion of the criminal case.
okay.
If there is one.
Okay, but Cross is able to be.
Now, Ms.
seen
Damus,
at
have you
the-
spoken to your client?
Okay.
Make you run a lap right now.
And they're okay.
She could.
All right, perfect.
Okay. Well, don't do that.
Yes, I will grant an extension.
This belt is very tight. If I have to run a lap, you're all seeing it. You're all seeing everything.
Does that mean everything gets stricken from the record? Everything that's been stated today?
Yes, everything.
Understood.
Fat?
Thank you.
You wish you could be fat, but you couldn't because you can't gain weight because you're a fucking wooden puppet.
All right, this actually really works in our favor.
All right, I'm gonna call this court into session. Due
All right.
to a possible criminal trial and case that's gonna be pushed
Possible.
forward
We don't know.
by
Asterisk.
Mr. Rhodes against Mr. Copperton, we are going to suspend this civil case until after the criminal case is filed. Everything spoken thus
this a
far will
thing?
be stricken from the record, and we will reschedule this until after the criminal case if it ever comes to light.
Wait, is this a thing?
Wait.
Just happened.
Yes.
Okay.
Your rights need to be protected.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What I don't get is, isn't the Fifth Amendment?
Yes, but the
Establishing
issue is
rights
what we were doing, while technically
see you guys at
legal,
50 days.
is
We had fun. It's good.
what
department?
we are pushing for info in a civil case, which
Yeah.
means if they're at risk of a charge,
Anybody
they
remember
can
this?
plead the fifth.
The hell just
The intent
happened?
was not to
This
get them
case-
to push that.
What do you mean?
There was
But then you called it out and the judge agreed, and there was nothing I could do to force him to answer.
I already
So
forgot.
It was a tightrope anyways.
It was a very tightrope. Doesn't matter. Ultimately,
Someone just said something about Sandy Shores.
hold on. Ultimately, it works better in our favor if we push the charge, is found guilty or not guilty. Doesn't matter. He's then not at risk of double jeopardy.
I did the opposite.
And as a result,
What is wrong with you
he
people?
has to answer.
And Bill, we'll see about getting that motion revisited about not being
Which
able
one?
to talk about the suspension.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Well,
because
actually,
that's
that'll
what-
be irrelevant in the follow-up case because everything will have been discussed in criminal the criminal case.
Yeah, enjoy your 4 crops on duty because I
I need to
I did
ask. I need to ask if they're going to reopen discovery.
Well,
or
let me
not.
go figure out who was here and signed in, and then charge him with fraud. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
So is this dismissed without prejudice and we refile?
No, it's
No,
not,
it's just rescheduled.
It's just
So it's
continuance.
taking a huge L. And
Just a reschedule. This is all this is.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, like I don't
This used
get
to happen
how
a lot more than it does.
Fine.
Oh no.
Okay. I can tell you have an eye for talent.
Oh, yeah, that's
Took the picture.
great.
Accidentally did it.
So who here is actually like part of the
I'll try to change
case?
filter.
I am.
Everybody, we're all one brotherhood.
Yeah, I'm part of it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't
We're
work that
family
way.
in the SDS.
Yes, it does. You can't come to us and tell us how our department works. That's why you don't work.
I would die for
Being
these
a
But
guys.
lie.
I do work.
I would
Stop being
Is that a
intentionally
threat?
obtuse.
Oh, shut
Up
up.
Tussy.
I would let these guys kill me.
Frick,
He's
where's
just
Toretti?
threatening that.
Where's
Anything you can say in front of
Why don't you stay away from Toretti?
you can
No,
stand-
where is he?
stay
Where
in
is
front of
he?
them.
He's
Don't
with the
Facts
judge.
on him.
Hey,
Talk
leave
Okay,
Toretti
Karen.
alone.
Karen Rhodes.
I'm gonna pass that final eval, Peach.
Okay.
Such a Karen.
Which judge?
Toretti. That's what he sounded like when he said it. Like he was crying.
Oh my god.
Lando.
Like the whimpering. The
He
whimpering in his
just gets
voice.
away with it. He just gets away with it.
Peach, are you okay?
Well,
now I'm just No.
worried he's gonna try
Okay, so from my understanding,
like bomb me later in the week. Because
so could you do me a favor
he's gonna
and
stall
sit
this
with
case
Fingal?
out and car bomb me now.
Yeah.
Hey, he's probably gonna stall it so he can
Peach.
kill us.
Come over here.
I'm gonna have to not go on duty for the next month just to ensure my
Is
safety.
he in here?
What the fuck is happening?
Okay, he looks safe. He's fine.
All right.
We can just guard the door.
Sounds like they just got it
What
Okay.
happened?
delayed or tossed out or rescheduled.
continuance and statute of
Why?
limitations isn't going to apply. So the reason
What?
is because they
What do you mean?
I
apologize. That was an accident. I
What do you mean
apologize.
statute of
I'm gonna uncuff you right
limitations?
now.
It's not even a
That was an
statute, it's
accident.
civil.
Well, hold on, Jeff.
Hold on,
But
hold
it
on.
doesn't
Hold on.
matter, it's civil.
There you go. Sorry about that.
hear you.
But
You
it's
deputy
not a
Michael
crime,
Pike.
so
Sorry
how can
about
I have
that.
a statute?
Did you allow them to end the court case?
Hello, Tessa.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Tessa, thanks for helping me in court yesterday again.
So he just pleads the fifth.
So then I should have just done
Which is
that.
like
I
he
showed you my
already did.
badge picture, Tessa.
Yeah.
I think I have. With you creeping in the background.
Well, I don't think there's actually
Well,
gonna
why
be.
wouldn't they press
Excuse me.
charges then?
Hey, Toretti.
Why wouldn't they-
Oh
It's
man.
been like
Hello.
3 weeks. Why didn't they press charges in the last 3 weeks? Or why didn't they even file a court case in the last 3 weeks? I don't think they had any intent to. They didn't have any intent. If they would have.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we can hear everyone in here like very clearly. Can you guys tell them to just?
We weren't speaking.
No, I know. I can hear whoever is talking. Svensson, whoever else. We can hear everything inside of here. You guys just ask them to move away.
They called Surge down to almost try to conflict him out of the fucking case during Fingal's interrogation with I.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Like have a criminal case against Mr.
Yeah. Fuck Spartan.
Charges of witness tampering.
They don't even care.
I think they're probably gonna car bomb me.
Oh, Jenny.
How bad was it?
It's bad.
Talking about the torture accusation thing?
Okay.
Well, Fingal's kind
Say
of.
anything.
He's kind of
Is it too much to ask just for cops not to be
No
corrupt?
one really knows what department.
Yeah,
he's in.
apparently it
He's
is.
Just kind of.
Yes, Toretti's in the
he's like
courtroom
a
now.
communal
Yeah, I
cop.
got
All right, give me a sec.
He's so unreliable that if they
Hello,
ask
Crane.
him to report back,
Hi,
in
Crane.
like,
Hello,
he
goodbye.
would not be able to tell them anything.
Bye,
but
Craig.
Been more dramatic if I
Damn,
actually opened
that's a shockingly low amount.
Was Malton even there?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, be careful.
Why?
He might have a bomb. He
Yeah.
could have a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Undersheriff Rhodes, do you have a bomb?
I don't have a bomb.
He could have
be
a bomb.
lying.
The metal detectors don't work
That's
on
his hair, that's
cops.
his
He
hair.
could have a bomb.
Lost all integrity.
I lost integrity. Okay, let me just jot that down.
Yeah, write it down, Rhodes.
You should have checked your cars for car bombs.
Okay.
No, you say it's me.
Hey, buddy, your coat's leaving.
Ooh.
Come on, don't be so hard on yourself.
Hey,
okay?
Toretti's up front. You might want to speed up.
Oh.
You even objected to some things that I was like, hello? And then you jumped
Peach said she got on her knees and said, "Do it," and then John Cobb hit her, and she thought Toretti would stop him, but he didn't. And then Fingal hit her.
Mm.
for the judge. And that's really hard.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rhodes.
No, don't worry. Look, you don't realize how much this actually benefits us.
This is so good.
Because we now have this case, not just this case, but a case after that in which I sue them to pull as much info as we need.
Mhm.
I'm okay with this.
Countersuit.
Well, no, because
Countersuit.
criminal has to go first, right?
Yeah, the criminal will go first, but because so here's the thing. Because the criminal case is, so right now he can say he's essentially at risk. So under normal circumstances in a civil case, you cannot plead the fifth as a witness because you don't have charges being pressed against you. But if what you're going to say can be used against you to further push charges, then you can plead the fifth. What we're doing now is we've made it clear that charges are going to be pushed, which means he'll have his day in court. Then, because he's no longer at risk, whether or not he's found guilty or not guilty, he's not at risk of double jeopardy, which means he is going to be forced to answer those questions. He has no way out.
And it's almost like a perjury trap.
It is a perjury
so
trap.
You might also need to call me as a witness in the criminal case. If you get
What'd you hear?
Fingal Dan in there.
What he said?
He goes, "Oh fuck, are we getting charged with torture for what we did to her?"
Oh my god!
Well, he was standing right here.
In front of the whole department?
Yeah, they were all standing here talking about it.
Pick one of them.
Question was no, he's not around. It was
Copperton,
Chad
Svensson.
Gable.
Was there?
I mean, those just cover for each other, but yeah.
Yeah.
So here's what I think we do. I think we remove any ability for them to plead the fifth by pushing every charge we can possibly imagine. It doesn't matter if they're found not guilty on. I will tick off one of everything on the MDW if I have to. Okay, I'm being that petty. I don't care if they're found guilty. Okay, I do. Yeah, it would be like a torture charge, witness tampering, maybe evidence tampering.
You just don't want them to be able to claim that.
How petty do
Exactly.
you want to be, Rhodes? Do you want to be like petty Rhodes? I'm driving the speed limit up to Polito, or
worse.
Want to be
Worse.
You wanna be
Below
worse?
the speed
Yeah, I
limit.
think we're past
So-
that point.
Are we gonna go with attempted first degree murder for every time that they shot down Miss Shaw?
Wait, this happened multiple times? What the
She got shot down 3 times.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So let me run you through what happened.
And they were all unarmed.
Well, no, the first
No,
time
the
she
one
wasn't.
wasn't,
So
Yeah, the first
one
time
day-
she was warranted to get shot down.
Yep.
To be honest with you, I think that every charge that she was up against, they have an argument for self-defense or defense of someone else. It's whether or not the use of force was inappropriate. Because a couple of the times they actually shot her while she was down, and they tased her while she was down, they kicked her while she was down, they ran her over while she was down. They filled her with like 4 clips of rifle ammo while she was down the first time. So that's the argument, really. Not so much that she should have been shot, but how she was handled.
Here's the other thing. If we go to criminal trial and they're found guilty of anything that you push against them, literally our whole defense going up on the stand is, what were you searching for? I was searching for stuff that would collaborate the charges I pushed against them.
Yeah, so the way
So
I
there
see
you
this
go.
going,
whole thing's
the burden of proof. No, the burden of proof is different between a criminal case and a civil case as well.
Yeah.
But what I see this, the way to see this going is if they are found guilty of anything, if he is found guilty of anything that has to do with that, then we would just make a motion on the docket to have it actually, the civil case dropped.
Dismissed. Yeah.
Yeah, dismissed.
But at the same time, we need that so Rhodes can get a payout and do his own civil.
Again,
What are you suing for?
Probably
I'll send it to
defamation, emotional distress, you know, stuff like that.
Not because of the case, though, right? Because you can't sue because someone sued you.
No,
You're protected
No, of
with
course
that.
not. Of course, we need to add Svensson. You know, him indicating that I would bomb him.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
a good
no.
one because he just made that threat again in front of everyone over here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Everyone. He just probably tweeted about.
If he has, that's a good one.
And never mind. I really want to tweet, "I'm the bomb."
Don't do that.
I know it's a terrible idea. Either way, I'm sorry that people's time was wasted. Unfortunately, it was not the intent.
I don't think it was wasted. I'm just frustrated, but this gives a lot more time to prep properly now that we've had all these discussions. So
Yep.
Like if we were 3 hours in and then we made this conclusion, I think that would be another conversation.
Mace, have you read through my report? The one that they put through?
no, nothing's been added on the docket.
There was a situation. The MDW has an issue where we can't export reports, so I imagine it may have just been sent to them.
Oh, they.
I feel like it would be pertinent for him to get that report. But I don't know.
Is that the one they listed as evidence, or?
Whichever one had to do with Cleo being arrested.
I mean, I don't see why they would add that.
Also, you know what this also gives us additional time for? By the time the civil case happens, there will be a full-on report and documentation behind exactly what I do as an officer. I believe I have PC. I push charges.
Yeah, I need to ask.
And there will already be a conclusion of that.
I need to ask Cross if Discovery is reopened.
Oh, Nikki, you're so fine. Thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it.
It's usually not, but
even if it's not reopened,
I do
for
feel bad that we wasted time. I don't want to like drag this out and make it more of a like
civil case,
awkward
again,
thing than
I
it
can't
needs
stress
to
this
be.
enough. I don't care about the money. If I get charged $50,000, I don't care. I want to see
Nobody
whether or
likes
not they are willing
court
to
getting
perjure themselves
rescheduled.
on the stand.
It's not fun.
Wow, it is just true petty Matt Rhodes right here now.
Yeah, well, I want their badges.
That's what I figured.
I want them actually fired.
Well, all right. I think we had a good, productive case here today, and we have a very good path forward.
Works for me.
Okay.
Is there another court case today?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I'm probably getting on duty for a bit.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I feel bad because Claire is consistently one of the only SRU drivers around. And when stuff pops off, she's alone all the time.
I gotcha. I gotta see. Do you know if Hardcastle's on?
I don't think
I
he
don't
is.
believe so.
Damn it. Because he should like talk to me about his charges against people in the prison.
What?
He should talk to me about his charges against the warden and everything that he's doing.
He's charging the warden?
Yeah.
Who?
For what?
The people versus Crawford et al. For unlawful imprisonment. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But the warden was going around using 5150s as a punishment, thinking that he had the authority to do them himself.
Oh God,
That's not good.
that is bad.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a whole thing. He was depriving people of food and
oh my God,
Jesus,
not giving them a phone to contact the lawyer when they're facing more severe punishment than was handed out in the courts. So there's like 6 officers from
Maybe
the
that's why the
DLC
lifers
who
are so
were
angry.
getting charged.
The lifers are angry?
Oh yeah, they started a bunch of riots, and we had to deploy SWAT to curb one of them. They had a bunch of DOC hostage, and some guy, he's like, "Hey, you come here," and then I walk over, and he just starts monologuing, and then I asked him who asked, and then I left.
Wow.
Well,
Jesus.
listen, I've had enough of Hell Week, okay? I'm sick of it because I haven't done anything wrong, okay? I haven't done anything wrong, and I don't want to be shot at or held hostage or attacked because of someone else's stupid behavior.
Fair
I'm
enough.
sick of it, and I don't want to hear your stupid monologue. Because if you have a problem, you take it to me, you talk to me like a human being, you don't shoot me and tell me it's because Joe Schmo down the road did something to you.
Yeah, well, for real, what did I do?
I don't even know who the warden is.
Me neither. Who is the warden?
Fuck, what was his name? Not Kai King. It's something King.
Speak of the devil.
Or King Kai. Oh, are they going down?
All right, yeah.
That's at the prison.
Oh, damn.
I mean, Tessa, we can just not go.
Yeah.
You're having a meeting with your lawyer.
You're going off duty, aren't you?
Probably.
Yes.
Why?
Go. Well, I don't want to keep you.
Oh, okay. Well, do you need
You're good,
anything,
you're
or are you,
Nope, I am A-okay.
Okay. Well, that report is fully documented. There shouldn't be anything you need. Just remember which locker the stuff was in, and
Yep. What's the report number?
let me look.
Is it... Oh, my MDW is taking forever. Is it 42677?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. We're going to have a much bigger list of witnesses for this criminal case, by the way. Oh, we need someone else. Who was the other EMS? Kiki was there, but there was someone else.
I have the list
Someone
of
with
names
an
here.
accent.
Hold on.
Someone with an
Kiki
accent,
Chanel?
because I remember them indicating that it was an EMS who had an accent when something happened.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, Delaney Lockett and something Elmy?
Yes. It was Delaney.
Yep.
Dr. Anthony Steele was the one who witnessed the assault on EMS from John Kopp. And he's an intern.
Okay.
Dr. Charlie Hardy was present for all this stuff, but he didn't witness the assault. He was the supervisor of Anthony Steele. And then Elmy, I think, was the other one, the other EMS. So it was Delaney and Elmy.
Got it. Okay. I think he's going to claim he shot Cleo because she had shoes that she could throw.
I don't
I'm just
know.
looking at Cleo's possession. Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, he shot her because she was punching him. And he admitted that openly to me in the cells. And there was evidence to prove that.
I don't know if he can argue that he had to use deadly force in the cells. You know what I mean? Like, that's
I think
what I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
but here's
it
the
shows his
issue.
incompetence. It's the second time in the whole situation that he would have uncuffed her in a really stupid spot.
Correct. Which I think at that
'Cause
point
he's a
would show
moron.
gross negligence. In fact, no, I think gross negligence would have been shown the moment he uncuffed her, forced her up an oil rig. I think any reasonable officer would consider that gross negligence.
Imagine.
I'm just saying, that blood up there on that oil rig, it's the point we are trying to prove. All I'm saying.
I don't think she jumped off. I firmly believe she was pushed off, and likely in the struggle, you know.
Okay, how many
Moss.
times did he shoot her or beat her down, excluding the first time that was justified? Fuck. It was almost that serial assaults and killings.
Yeah. So.
Oh my god.
So the first time, he shot her down with his rifle at Sandy SO. He did
Yeah,
that
and she
because she
admits that
stabbed
was-
Toretti.
Yeah, she admits
Completely
that was,
reasonable. No arguments there. However, she told me that he then shot her multiple times with multiple clips of rifle ammo while she was bleeding on the ground. In front of other officers. I don't know who was present for that. So I'm not entirely sure. However, they got her medical attention, and then she was taken to the hospital, and she was taken from the hospital by John Kopp alone. Mind you, he is not a solo cadet. He took her to the oil fields out in Sandy Shores, and that was where Cleo said that he threatened her up the oil rig. He pushed her off the oil rig when Toretti, Svensson, and Fingal showed up to try and track them down. They did nothing, which is why I'm upset with all of them, because they were just going to continue processing as is without doing anything as far as the
they
fact
should
that
be
she was
held
being
as
pushed off of an oil
accomplices.
rig.
I agree. I think they should all be held as accomplices
That
for
is
active
complete
torture.
negligence. And I cannot even fathom why no one would even question him on that. Then we had, who just
That's
ran
when
by?
we arrive at the hospital.
Yeah, so I got called by Kiki Pendragon. She told me, she's an EMS, by the way. She told me that Cleo was terrified. She was crying and begging for help from another officer because John Kopp was assaulting her and threatening to ocean dump her. And apparently he had kicked her while she was in the hospital bed or something. I'm not entirely sure on that. You'd have to ask her. But the doctors and the EMS were there when I arrived. They were pulling her away from him into the surgery room, to which he attempted to follow, but they didn't let him in. I was let in to talk to her. And while I was there, he was screaming outside of the door, screaming like it was bloody murder. So basically, she told me what had happened, and while I was questioning her, I told John to leave us alone because he came into the room. And he said she was his 95, and so I said, okay, well, you need to leave for a minute. So he went and he verified with Svensson that he could take her. He did not, however, ask any of the doctors whether or not she was cleared to leave the hospital after she had been shot. And, this was the second time she'd been shot.
Yeah. I got an issue here. Rhodes, no offense, you're saying that he asked Malton.
So,
Islam,
okay, he
you're
asked
saying-
Svensson first, and then he went to
Okay,
ask.
okay.
This is, I'm
Gotcha.
getting to that,
Sorry.
trust me.
Sorry, I'm just trying to keep
No,
it
I
all
get
straight.
ya.
I apologize.
Okay, and then he came in the second time by punching an EMS in the back of the head to barge through the doors. I witnessed that personally, actually. And so did all the EMS that were present and the doctor. The doctor tried to tell him to leave, but he said, I need to process my 95, and he grabbed her arm, pulled her out of the surgery room from the medical staff, took her outside. I told him to stop. He refused. Matt told him to stop. He refused. And then Matt threatened him with a suspension, and he finally stopped, and he said, okay, I'm going to go ask Malton. So I put Cleo in our car for the time being because we were going to take over processing because I had reason to believe that he was doing something psychotic. Because at that point I was told that she'd been pushed off the oil rig. So there was something going on. I also had the prior knowledge I had earlier in the day, just before coming to the hospital. I heard John Kopp saying some weird medical stuff over the radio, like asking how to do stuff and if he could suck someone's blood out. So I checked where he was because I was concerned. And I saw the blips of Fingal Dan, Owen Svensson, and Dominic Toretti right next to him. They were all out there with him before they went to the hospital. So I knew they were present at that scene by the oil rig.
I'm grabbing a drink right from this table, don't mind.
Yeah.
So after I talked to Cleo at the hospital, put her in her car, John Kopp comes back out again and says that Malton gave him permission to take her. So he pulls her out of our car, unlocks our car, puts her in a Charger, which he does not have authorization to use. And he is by himself in the Charger, and I told him, okay, you need to wait until Malton can verify that to me. Because at that point, he was being insubordinate to myself and Rhodes. So at that point, he turned to me and he said no. And then he left. He drove her to the SDSO. I, at that point, picked up Matt and Malton. We all drove up to the SDSO following him. When we arrived, we heard gunshots inside of the cells. So I ran in with my gun. I saw John Kopp standing over Cleo. She was bleeding on the ground again, for now a third time. And he said it was self-defense and that she had punched him. And at that point, I thought that there was some kind of corruption going on. So I placed him into handcuffs and I read him his rights. I put him in the cell. And then Svensson arrived with Malton and Fingal. So I tried to talk to John, but he would not talk to me. He used his Fifth Amendment right, which I understand. I get that. And I was okay with it. But then he said he would only talk to someone from his department, and Svensson tried to go in and talk to him. I had an issue with that because Svensson was implicated in what I was going to be investigating.
Yeah, 100%.
I did not want them to corroborate some kind of story. So I told Svensson I didn't want him to question him. I didn't want, them to talk. And Svensson asked me whether or not I thought he was being corrupt or something. And I was like, yes, I do, actually, as a matter of fact. So Svensson was like, okay, well, we're not answering any more of your questions. And, I understand that, so I walked away and I was like, okay, I'll talk to Fingal. Fingal tried to lie to me and say that he was not out in the desert. I questioned him on it, and he said, no, I don't know what desert, where was this? What happened? So he started gaslighting me too. And at that point I was like, okay, screw this, they're not going to talk to me. And then I went out into the desert because I knew there was evidence out there. I went to an oil rig. I went to like several of them first, and then I ultimately did find one and had blood on it. And I took a photo of it. So there is an oil rig out there in the desert that had her blood on it.
And let me clarify, it's the same one Cleo said she was on top of.
Yeah, so at that point, Cleo and Matt arrived after she had been treated at the hospital. And she said, yes, that's the one. That's where he pushed me off. Then she led us to the scene where she had been shot down, run over, tased while down. So that scene, she was fleeing. She was resisting arrest. However, she was kind of in defense of her own life at that point because she thought she was being attacked. You know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
She had been uncuffed. She had been threatened. She had been pushed off an oil rig. Of course she's going to run.
Her phone had been taken.
And so she started to punch Fingal when they ran her over in a bush and found her. So she punched Fingal, and Svensson, I think, was the one who shot her down when they were out in the desert. And I don't have an issue with that. I don't really think that it was wrong for Svensson to defend Fingal. But I do think she has an argument as far as, she was in fear of her own life. She was unarmed. She didn't have anything. She'd been uncuffed and left in the desert. And, so she led us to that scene, and then they tried to interrupt us while we were investigating that scene. Because they said that we were interfering with their own investigation, which at that point, quite frankly, was not their investigation anymore.
This is true.
Yeah.
And Matt had to pull rank because they were trying to walk all over me. So there was a lot going on with this whole thing. And at some point, John Kopp had taken Cleo's knife, her phone, and her 2 pets off of her person.
Yeah, the chicken and the frog.
Mm-hmm. And after Matt suspended him at the Polito Sheriff's Office, he did not want to cooperate and give us the evidence. So I was asking for it, and he kind of was being non-responsive to me. So we had a reason to believe that he still had that evidence on him. And the pets as
Benson,
well.
You can come closer. You're allowed to listen and learn. So here's my question.
So I'm putting up a case now.
Well,
Okay.
hold on. Before you do that.
No, I mean on the MDW.
Oh. So, he took her from the hospital.
Yes, he took her twice from the hospital, by the way.
So now, does that count as 1 act of kidnapping or 2 acts of kidnapping?
I mean, the first one, I guess,
He took her to
2.
the oil rig.
I mean, I guess at the point where he started to threaten her with his gun, I mean, it became kidnapping.
Which becomes torture.
As initially it was just processing, and then once he threatened her and uncuffed her and told her to walk up the oil rig, at that point, I
That's
think.
torture to me. That's mental torture.
Well, yeah, I mean,
throwing her
I
off
don't
the
see an issue with that.
towers- Throwing her off the tower is reckless endangerment. I mean, unfortunately, unless we can prove the animals are dead, it's only misdemeanor animal cruelty because he's possibly putting them in a position
Well,
of
at this
harm.
point, we can't even
Times
prove
2.
that he ever had them.
Yeah.
Because he didn't cooperate with a search. He wasn't forthcoming with them. He didn't push them forward to us. And he said that we had to do our own investigation, and then he left, and that was when I remembered that we needed to get that evidence off of him. So Rhodes went down to the SDSO because he left the Polito Sheriff's Office to go to the SDSO to sign off duty, which is stupid. I don't know why he did that.
Well, here's where my logic is with that. Okay. She told you about the knife. She told you about the phone. Why would she lie about a chicken and a frog?
Well, they're pushing
It is
some
so
narrative
outlandish.
that she's a liar, she cries to get what she wants, this, that, and another. But, I had evidence beyond her just crying to me.
Fully admitted to you what she did to Toretti. She fully admits that he had the knife. She fully admits everything. Like, it makes no sense why someone would pick 2 things that have very little monetary value and only an emotional connection. I don't mean to offend you, but
No, it would just be 2.
Adding charges to their record.
So
Well,
he
pending
took her from the hospital the first
you know what I
time
mean, though?
and
Like,
pushed her off the
it's
oil rig,
so
and then later
outlandish
on
that would be the thing someone would lie
he took her
about.
from me. And that was it.
Miss Lamb, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just thinking about it all. Did you ask me a question? I'm sorry.
No, I wanted to make sure I didn't offend you with my comment about no monetary value on an animal. It's an emotional connection.
No, I understand that. technically, yes, there is a monetary value in pets in this city.
Yeah.
Oh, they're very expensive. Who'd I talk to?
Yeah.
Let's see.
My bunny was
God damn it,
$40,000.
I don't have my catalog for Polito Pets.
Yeah, my bunny was 40,000.
That was more than my car.
Bill, about that civil suit, that's not. You can't do that.
She was forced up the oil rig under
Do what?
duress to do a
There's
task.
litigation privilege.
Nah,
You're not allowed to sue someone for actually.
I don't think it'd
placing
be
the
human
suit against
trafficking.
you or the statements made inside that suit.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry.
Now
well,
you
now
can
Sue-
ask for him to pay for your legal fees, which, if you want to sign a contract, has the hourly rates, and I can write up an invoice that we can have sent over, which will, we can have that be whatever it needs to be.
Well, I mean, because you have a senior lawyer, you have a senior probationary lawyer, you have legal aid.
Oh,
well, yeah. Senior attorneys get $2,000 an hour, and the normals get $1,500.
Yeah, it's more so like if you make somebody work for you, like if you make them pick marijuana for you or something, like if you hold them hostage and you make them
a non-refundable.
do some kind of job, like an actual job.
Tessa. I can do every single one of them with active torture.
Witness tampering, destruction of evidence. You're good. This is gonna be.
I actually need to hit them with that. Actually, I can't forget the kidnap.
Hey, so is someone gonna go to PNT and talk about Owen and his thoughts on charges and how they work?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, it'll have
Maybe
to be a
go for
retraining. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a few
All
months
right,
behind.
ready. Witness tampering.
All right, Bill. I'm going to bed.
Night, Shapiro. Thank
Vincent.
you.
Good night, Howard.
Witness tampering. Fingal. Definitely witness tampering.
Well, they also become accomplice to everything.
Well, I'm gonna charge
Oh
it in.
yeah, the weed case got dismissed.
Well, actually, for Fingal
There was a lot
and
of
Owen,
scheduling issues.
I'll do accessory.
That's
for
okay though.
ready,
It
but
had been way
accomplice for
too
the other
long.
two.
Yeah. See,
It's kind of why I feel awkward about this because it's like, ugh, takes forever.
I do need to figure out how many kidnapping charges to push though.
I'd say 2 each. Or, sorry, 2 on Copperton. Because when you intentionally drive from the hospital to a location other than the processing location, so maybe 1, because second time he drove her to the police station into cells.
Is there ever an incident report?
Holds them against their will. Was kidnapped. Now, the other 3 technically didn't. They arrived as she was being shoved off. I wouldn't push that. Actually, I don't know. I think I have to.
Did they report it?
No, because they're claiming she jumped.
Yeah, so that's where you would go if the accomplice, not the accessory, because they,
Oh my god.
enabled it after the fact, right?
True. No, I'll charge them as an accessory. It's accessory if they weren't technically there. I'll just do that.
Yeah. Poor Benson, you're left out without an MDW.
It's alright, I transcribed the entire MDW.
Jesus.
It took me a few hours.
We really.
So what's the witness tampering?
So that's gonna be for hold on 1 second. It's gonna be for the original situation, where she was waterboarded, and then this occurring sort of as a result of that, try to get her to not testify. That's the avenue we're pushing. And again, it doesn't matter whether or not they're found guilty or not guilty, the whole purpose is to ensure they have no reason or no ability to plead the fifth for her civil case. They will be forced to answer every question they ask. So right now, the issue that stands is that if Cleo sues them, any of them, they can say, I plead the fifth. And the only reason they can is because anything they say in that court can then be used as evidence in a criminal case.
Once this case goes up, though, she can make a motion pending outcome of criminal.
True. But her
Just
case has to
don't forget-
happen after the criminal case anyways.
Yeah. So don't forget too, we're only 2 weeks into this, so 2 weeks exactly. So I mean, we still have plenty of time to do everything. She has plenty of time, so
Let's see. So what'll happen in the event where I don't charge, let's say, Fingal with the kidnapping charge, right? What'll happen is if that isn't brought up, technically not double jeopardy. If the civil case happens and they ask a question in regards to, let's say, who took Cleo Shaw, he could then say, I plead the fifth, essentially on the basis that there
The Senate
could be
might get
potential
involved. I don't
criminal
know.
charges within the statute of limitations.
I will say if the Senate
and
gets
then he
involved,
won't
I
have
might
to
get
answer the question.
contempt.
It doesn't matter whether or not it's actually incriminating for him. Well, actually, a judge has to determine that. But a judge will ultimately decide, much like today, that, hey, well, if there is going to be charges, then let's get that out of the way. So, I cannot stress this enough. If every single one of them is found not guilty of every single one of these charges, it is irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. They just can't plead the fifth, and that's all I care about.
I think you gotta hit John with criminal possession of a government issue firearm.
True.
Based off of the fact that he said he doesn't have a rank. Right? Like, is he a cop then?
I don't even know. Like, is he a cadet? Like, is he?
Well, when they asked his rank, he said Toretti's henchman or something like that. Like,
He said Toretti's apprentice.
oh, sorry, apprentice. Yeah. So that's not a position within the Unified Police Department.
Technically, Toretti can make whatever ranks he wants.
Oh yeah, that's true. Is there a
Trust
flow
me, I know
chart?
all about that. All right. Well, pending report and pending charges. I just need to come up with an exhaustive list of anything they could potentially be charged.
Can I offer a perspective?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, from my understanding with the Patricia Mayonnaise case law, it's not necessarily about the coverage of charges, but coverage of incidents that could be charged.
Wait, which case law?
The Patricia Mayonnaise appeal.
Isn't that where the EMS was charged with shooting someone or something?
Where is it shown in our thing?
Oh, it's very convoluted how you get to it.
Really?
Yeah, give me a minute.
I'm tired.
Where the hell is it? Is it no longer under legislation for the case law related stuff? I thought specific case law related stuff had a
Right.
legislation.
Yeah, so you go to Los Santos DOJ.
Uh-huh.
Important information, important documents and information, and then case laws.
So anything I can think of in terms of any.
Wait, what was that?
I just don't want to miss a charge and then that be a reason that they can plead the fifth during
Oh.
the civil case with Cleo.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I told, fuck, what's his name? God, I'm tired. Just start with the story, right? Start your first charge, lay it against. Is this person culpable for it? Is this one? Is this one?
So, okay,
move
first
on to the next.
situation was Toretti. We're also going to have to add Cody. Who else was there, Tessa?
Kevin Little. And I believe that was all she had named.
Do you want me to ask her real quick?
We have her recorded statement, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I don't see a Kevin Little.
That's what they said. I think they said it was Kevin Little or Lil Kev. He's
I
an
do see.
SDSO.
5916. Okay. Oh, Lil Kev. His name's not even showing up correctly in the MDW because in the staff portion, it lists him as Kevin Little, but here it's Lil Kev with his state ID. Okay, who's Kim Little? Oh. So torture and kidnapping, or when she was, do we know who actually took her? Like who was in the vehicle?
I don't know enough about that, actually. I think we'll need to get Cleo's information on that one, because I haven't really pushed her for info on it. The only person who really knows what happened there was Marcel. They're working on the criminal stuff right now, like as we speak.
Torture and kidnapping.
So within the next day or so, I think something will go on
What
the
a
docket.
coincidence. Every single name on this list is SDSO. So Toretti, 2 counts acts of torture, accessory to witness tampering, accessory to kidnapping. Actually, let's do kidnapping twice because of the waterboarding situation. Svensson, act of torture for the oil rig situation, accomplice to witness tampering, and accessory to kidnapping. Fingal, act of torture, accomplice to witness tampering, accessory to kidnapping. John Copperton, evidence tampering, act of torture, witness tampering, kidnapping, criminal possession of government-issued firearm. Cody Sharp, active torture, kidnapping. Lil Kev,
It
active
might have
torture,
been
and
unlawful
kidnapping.
imprisonment. I don't know.
I can't imagine she would have put herself in a bathtub.
Well, that's true.
Either way, these are just pending a full exhaustive list. I just want a general idea of what we're looking for.
Sorry. Anything important said?
No. Wait, Sandy. Is it SDSO?
Sonora Desert Sheriff's Office.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well. I want to say that is at least a solid starting point. We're gonna have to throw all the evidence onto here. Which I will do in a bit. I want Toretti to see this. He's still on duty? He is. Perfect.
Why do you want him to see it?
Oh, it's in a report and the charges are there. They're just not listed as processed because it's pending.
Is he
So-
gonna? I would recommend saving a copy of the report the way it is in case he deletes
Oh, well,
it.
don't worry. The
or-
debrief only says pending report, pending charges.
Okay. I'm just saying because then you'd have proof if he like tries to change it or delete it.
Oh, trust me. There will be nothing placed on this report unless there's a backup.
But
yeah.
just think. You take a screenshot of it with your tablet. He
Yeah,
goes and
I will.
deletes
Don't
it.
worry.
Now you can get him for destruction of evidence again, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
How would you be able to prove it was him and not like someone else? Even
Oh,
though
I'm
it was-
sure
it was
there's
obviously...
logs, just like our cell phones.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'd figure it out. All right. I'm good. I'm going to get out of here. Do you need a ride anywhere, Tessa?
No, I should be okay.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we at least have a solid, and when I say solid, I mean a really fucking solid starting point.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, I'm going to go. Thank you. I appreciate
you,
everything.
Matt.
No problem.
No yelling at Maze because of his openings. Oh god. Listen, I just wanted them not to kill Cleo. That's all I wanted. You could just not kill Cleo, and then none of this would happen. As they would say, do your job. What if we kill Cleo? It would solve some things. Nah. Well, anyway. I am extremely tired. I'm mentally exhausted. Sorry I've been, like, just zoned out the last however long, but it's, that didn't go exactly as we planned, obviously. I don't really feel good about it being dragged out over a longer period of time, because the intention was to have today's case and then we would push our stuff after. So now it's all like jumbled and we gotta figure that out, but it'll get sorted. Matt's wanting to do stuff with it, so we will be there to support him and help in any way we can. What else? I feel like I was gonna say something else to you guys, but I can't remember. But before I go, I do want to mention our sponsor, the Mana app. You guys are interested. It is like, I would describe it like airline miles, but for gamers and games. So it's a card that you can put your gaming budget on. Your money is insured through the FDIC, and you can spend that money that you put aside, and any money that you spend will get you points in their little app, and you can use those points to unlock rewards and things to purchase, like hardware deals, access to beta tests, new games that are coming out, things like that. So it's a really cool concept. I like it a lot. I think it's a really neat thing. And, you know, if you have a gaming budget and you're going to be spending that money anyway, you might as well be earning rewards. You know, it's kind of one of those things that can't really hurt you. And obviously, having a budget that you're keeping an eye on is always a good idea. And so you don't overspend on things or spend money that you didn't intend to spend, because you'll have it all on a separate card. But yeah, that's the Mana app. The first 1,000 people to sign up to their waitlist will get, I think, something like 10,000 points in their store. So you can spend those towards rewards that you're unlocking. And yeah, if you guys are interested in supporting those who support me, check them out. I think it's pretty cool. But with that being said, I am getting the heck out of here. Let's see. Who from that is, let's see. Who should we raid? There's a lot of good options. There's Mantis, Penta, Matt, obviously. I don't know. Who else is live? Is there anyone else? It's hard to decide. I don't know. Curvy? How long has Mantis been going? We'll send you guys off to Curvy. So I think he's just getting sort of started, so he'll be around for a while. But anywho, you guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow. Please take care. Be kind to yourselves and to one another. I appreciate all the support that came in today. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.